What is up, everybody? NC.
JC and
We got some news for you. We had to take a week off due to unforeseen circumstances, but we are here for a super news, if you will. And let's start out with the thumbnail. Not sure if you've seen it, but big rumor going around is that John Cena could be cast as the next Johnny Bravo. This is very big. Like, this is huge. This could be his next big breakout character if it's true. So yeah, the rumor was carried on by Hoops Crave, a popular account. They're the ones who were filming the Stephanie McMahon Triple H rumor. So I mean, if you see it coming from them, you can kind of be like, I don't know if it's plausible or not. But then, John Cena being the guy he is, he has to post this. So this is, I'm sorry, not the greatest cut. I should have recut it, but John Cena's name at the top, you could see he posted the Johnny Bravo picture on his account, on his Instagram account, to kind of fuel the rumors. And as you can see, over 100,000 likes. So a lot of people are talking about this right now. JC, what is your opinion on it?
I think that it would be a great idea, man. And I think if John Cena's posting it, there's probably some truth to it. I hope it's true. I really do. I hope it's true. I hope that John Cena does it. If ever there was a human being built to play that role, it's probably John Cena. It's like he's the only human being alive with that exact Johnny Bravo body type. It's weird, but John Cena's that. I think it'd be probably his most out there, outlandish role that he's ever played. I think it'd be awesome. And and you were talking to me before the stream, and you were saying that people would remember him for it. I think they would.
I think it could be iconic because, like you were saying, not only does he have the Bravo build, but he's even got that cartoonish personality. A lot of it learned through WWE that I think perfectly matches the Johnny Bravo character. And granted, like, liberal dipshits would bring up, his past or whatever. Johnny Bravo, the character is controversial. I think John Cena can remake it and actually make it very popular and mainstream. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what he's got. So that's the story right there. Let's see what happens there. But as you may have also noticed, if you look at the finer print there, what he's carrying is a card. So a little story behind this. So Drew McIntyre writes, CM Punk smells like cat urine on rare 1-of-1 WWE card. So WWE fan Cody James revealed in the Sports Card Nonsense Facebook group that he bought one WWE Topps Chrome hobby box at a card show and somehow pulled his first ever 1-of-1. But the insane part is what McIntyre wrote across the card. Drew could have just signed his name and moved on. Instead, he grabbed the marker and made sure Punk caught another stray. CM Punk smells like cat urine. Love it.
Damn, dude.
Here's the card, too. So already that card was worth a shitload. But for McIntyre to autograph that, there are people online that will pay good money for that right now. Let it sit for 5 years. It's going to be worth even more. But that right there is a true wrestling collector's item.
It's a 1-of-1. I mean, who else has a card like that?
Absolutely nobody. And to be signed with like that is the perfect autograph right there. Just amazing job. I'm glad that he's still throwing digs at Punk, So
good.
And Drew's he's the top guy. You're wondering why you haven't really seen him around much. Well, he's been a big movie star. He's got a movie coming up with Russell Crowe. They're hitting the gym. Crowe's getting jacked. Crowe's probably teaching him techniques on how to beat people's asses. So, it's a good combo here. They're both benefiting from this friendship. I hope they're friends, too, after this. So
that'd be cool. I hope they are, too. You teach them how to fight all over the world, huh?
Damn straight. So that's going to there. But speaking of fighters, one of the greatest of all time, officially retired. Brock Lesnar confirmed that he's retired from professional wrestling. So he said, I'm retired and I wanted to say a big thank you to everybody. Saturday was a very emotional day for me. When Obafemi slammed me at WrestleMania, I was like, I can't do this again. I think I'm done. And that's what it comes down to. It's like, I just think it's just wrestler logic. Once you get to your late 40s and you get slammed by a really big guy, you poop yourself a little bit. Yeah. And that's just how it's been. Brock Lesnar pooping himself a little bit. Punk pooping himself a little bit. Cody learned from his dad and he put the muffler in daddy, but he's probably pooping himself. I would imagine that a lot of the wrestlers poop themselves.
I mean, because they're getting slammed all on that hard mat. I mean, yeah, I could imagine it. I can imagine it now. Some of them have better sphincter control than others. Looking at you, Punk.
Yeah, having a loose booty ain't the best for pro wrestling, but
no.
It's Smackdown. It's very loose booty because it's now 3 hours again. So you had a brief reprieve of 2 hours Smackdown, but no, it's going to 3 hours again because Smackdown is such an epic failure of a show that it's nothing more to them as 3 hours of ad time. So that's what they're going to use it for.
It's just back to 3 hours, man. I mean, that's rough, and it's 3 hours. Good God, Like they have like it can't be worth it to them. Like what are you really getting out of it if USA Network? Are you getting probably the ad revenue is what I would imagine is what they're getting out of it. But again, I mean, like it's the show's going to be unwatchable. It's going to drag the ratings down. So is it still worth it, even though there's going to be less people watching? I would say no. I would say just let it be 2 hours. In fact, I would say as long as Triple H is booking it, just like cut it off the air. You know.
Well, I think that's why they're pushing it to 3 hours, is because it's so inconsequential that they're just using it for ad space now. It's basically like back in the day how you used to have those infomercials that would go on for like 5 hours. That's SmackDown now. Same thing.
You just like fall asleep to it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you just fall asleep to that shit, you know? So TKO, they're making a decent amount of money. And a lot of people think this is from all WWE.
No.
It's not. A lot of it, we got to reiterate, is from IMG, one of their biggest clients, which is making a lion's share of what they're earning. So a lot of people, they look at the TKO quarterly earnings and they're all automatically like, oh, WWE's on fire. They're making so much money. They're doing a little bit, but not anywhere where they should be, especially when you look at the attendance drops, the merch drops, the show drops. I mean, everything is dropping. Literally, they're only getting an increase, I believe, personally, from the Saudi deal. What do you feel on that?
Well, what I feel on it is, and I do agree that I think that's definitely part of it. But like there's a report going around. Like I don't know how true it is. I want to wait till it's like totally proven to be true before I report it here. But the report is that apparently Wall Street is looking at WWE's lack of attendances. They're looking at like the lower ratings, looking at the entire product as a whole, and they're saying bet against TKO stock because WWE is going down. They're going in a downward direction. So just like down, they're basically saying it's like deprioritize TKO stock is what they're pretty much saying. I don't know how true it is. It could be true. If it's true, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, you're seeing WWE having a harder and harder and harder time selling out these shows. Like that's not an opinion. That's a fact. You could see the numbers. You could look at the empty seats at SummerSlam. You could tell that they're having a hard time.
Oh, and even before this, what happened shortly before the quarterly earnings, I want to say a month before, Vanguard sold a ton of stock. So there might be a little smoke to that fire with that Wall Street rumor, just saying. You're seeing a lot of moves happening. One is a VP stepped down recently, Patrick Dooley, Senior Vice President of Global Strategy and Creative Operations. So he's out the door. So they're making some moves. I doubt it's going to make any sort of change in the product whatsoever. That's the thing you have to understand with how bad WWE is. They could fire somebody, you're not going to notice a change because how bad it is.
Yeah, it's ultimately run by Triple H. Like he's the problem. Like he is the filter. Everything runs through him for the most part. The buck stops with him ultimately within WWE. So it's like, yeah, you could fire this guy. You're just basically rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. Until you fire Triple H, the product cannot improve.
Nah, see, that's how it is, man. And what's really frustrating is that they've been letting AI take over a lot for their ad department, take over for marketing and whatnot, yet they still can't go back and spell check this crap. So, come on, guys. It's not that hard. It's really not. It's not that hard. But
Good
this
God.
is chimerical. A chimerical. What is a chimerical break? I'd like to know.
It's a really fucking long, boring break. Well, you know what? Quite frankly, it's more entertaining than the shit show that Noseman's putting on. But yeah, I guess a chimerical break would be an improvement over what they're airing now. So yeah. Hey, more chimerical breaks. There you go. That'll probably up the ratings.
Straight up. So speaking of chimerical breaks, we got one with CM Punk, who is now confirmed to appear at When Worlds Collide, September 26th in Chicago. I don't see the point of him showing up at a AAA show other than the fact it's in Chicago and it's owned by WWE.
Right. That's pretty, yeah, and that's what they're doing, and that's really what they're doing, and they're doing this to really take it to Tony Khan, and that's probably another reason why CM Punk wants to be there, because from what I know, All Out is going to be in Chicago, so yeah, they're doing this, and CM Punk's being a good company man. I mean, I guess the CM stands for company man, huh?
That's what we're finding out real quick. But Owens was quick to shut him down on a recent promo and said, "Everything you say is performative. You are phony. The only reason you came back to make things right is because you had no choice. And I don't respect people like you. And while you were gone, I'm going to step back. Your breath is a little rough. Here's something you'll never get to do. I main evented WrestleMania against Stone Cold." Boom.
You know what? Hey, Kevin Owens, he's telling the truth there. You know, like, when is CM Punk ever going to get to main event WrestleMania against Stone Cold? Never. Because like even now, like even back then, I feel like Stone Cold had standards, and even he's like, damn son, you know what? This Kevin Owens guy better than CM Punk, and he could be true. I think that's true because CM Punk could probably crap himself way before Stone Cold does in the ring. So.
Well, you can't blame him for stepping back, Who knows where that mouth has been? We kind of have a few ideas, but you can only imagine the stench, so I don't blame him. But, it's somebody who has the ire of the internet right now is this woman right here. Liv Morgan showed off that she's engaged to Landon Hardwick. And there's the funny thing, too, is watching all these psychotic liberal wrestling fans that were in love with Liv Morgan have a complete fucking meltdown over her hooking up with the dude who's right wing. Right. It is the end of the fucking world to these psychotic internet dorks who will never have a chance with this woman, mind you. They are blowing the fuck up and saying, look at her, she's with a MAGA supporter. We'll show you more on WFBI. It's absolutely insane. It makes me ashamed to be a wrestling fan when I see what these fuckers have to say about Liv Morgan. It's like, who cares? She's actually getting engaged. You never will be. What's the point?
Right. Well, she's still going to be on TV. I mean, you're still going to get to see her. Just pretend in your head that she's not married. I mean, just there you go. Do what you're doing already. Come on.
Yeah, seriously. So I didn't know this, but apparently Michael Cole is deaf. He revealed that over the years in WWE, it caused him to go 60% deaf and having to use hearing aids. I guarantee you a majority of that is from Vince McMahon screaming in his ear.
It's got to be. I mean, like, because with Vince, that maniac screaming in your ear, how could you not go deaf? And he had to deal with that for like over 20 years. So, I mean, I'm surprised he's not crazy to go with it too. I mean.
He probably is. Well, and that's why, like, when you would ever hear the raw footage, off the air of Michael Cole talking to Vince, he would always try his best to calm Vince down because just taking that much screaming, it's not only mentally damaging, but it actually damages his ears. So, poor guy. Somebody who has been getting hazed by the internet lately is Logan Paul, who, they've been noticing he's getting a little bit thinning upstairs, and he said if he gets 100K likes, he'll shave his head. Only got 62K, though, so I don't think he's going to be doing it. But this shows you, though, that the internet, if they see that if something's going wrong with you, they'll get on it, especially if they don't like you. That's how it is.
I mean, they're going after him for that. I mean, come on. Like, he's Logan Paul. He can afford a hair transplant.
Seriously.
Just do that. I mean,
yeah. So Logan Paul was reacted to Jonathan Coachman's claim that he and Braun Breaker aren't getting along backstage in WWE, and he just said, "What the fuck, LOL." And I mean, I understand that because when's the last time Coachman's been backstage? Sure, he's got connections, but when's the last time he was actually backstage?
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, like with Coachman, it's like, how many times has he done this too? Where he's like clickbaited people, or he's said something about the WWE that's happening that's not actually happening. I mean, like, it's like how can he not have shame? How can he not feel bad about putting that crap out there?
He should. I think it's just a little shameless. Anything for clicks, but that's how it is nowadays. I will say I'm very happy to say that Bianca, she had her baby. So welcome to the world, Romeo Leonardo Allen Crawford, which is the whitest name I've ever heard in my entire life. But great for you guys. I hope you have a very happy, healthy baby. But her psychotic husband, Montez, is now on his third rap album called After the Tide, releasing on August 17th, tomorrow. His third solo studio album. I think it's just going to be him screaming to rap beats the whole time. If that's your cup of tea, go ahead and check it out. So there you go.
I mean, like, how many fucking wrestlers have rap albums?
Every one of them.
It's ridiculous. Like, he can't be that good. Like, maybe I'm going to check it out because I've heard R-Truth do rap and he's pretty good. John Cena is very, very good from what I've heard. This guy, I don't know. AJ Francis is not too bad. I'll give him credit. Montez Ford, maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I don't know. I'll check it out. I hope it's not that mumble trap rap garbage.
I'm thinking it's going to be probably worse than Leah Rush. Just saying.
Oof.
Just saying.
Oof.
Just saying. I will say I'm happy for Tatum Paxley. If you didn't see already, she got called up to Smackdown. She's with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. I don't even care the fact that she's with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. I just like the fact that she's getting that shine. That's something that we always recommended. If you're bringing up new talent, pair them with established veterans. That way they can rub off with experience, learn from them. This is a good move for her. I'm happy to see it. Hopefully they bring up Shiloh soon to SmackDown as well.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. And give him a conspiracy theorist character. Give like people like a character that's got something that you could talk about, that's like intriguing in some way. Because I feel like a lot of these characters are just regular people. Well, that sucks. Give us a character. Give us something to talk about. Not just like random regular name wrestler in a 20-minute match. Like, come on, no, give us something to talk about. So I think, yeah, Charlotte Hill with the conspiracy theory character. With her, I see next Alexa Bliss potential, and I think that's why they're pairing her with Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, like Daphne and Alexa Bliss mixed together.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's definitely got potential. We're high on her. Somebody we're not high on, though, is Zilla Fatu. So Zilla Fatu, he made his debut on NXT to over 16 million views across all of WWE's social media platforms in under 15 hours. One of the most watched NXT debuts of all time. What you have to realize is that the internet is filled with bots. WWE owns a lot of them, just saying.
Right. No, they do. And again, like, does that translate to ticket sales? Apparently not, because WWE's been having these unbelievable record-breaking views on social media, yet they're having big empty patches at SummerSlam and at a lot of shows that they're doing now. So it's like, even if this is true, it's not translating to anything tangible. The merchandise sales are not up. Ticket sales are not up. Ratings are not up. Who cares? Like, what like, it to me, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't translate into reality.
He's just going to be an overpushed green fuck. We already know what's going to happen. And
right.
Grayson was happy to see him. He said, just what WWE needs, another overrated oos. So true.
And that's the thing, man. It's like if you've got talent, I'm cool with them being brought in. With Zilla Fatu, it's just like, how many fucking Fatus are we going to bring in? The ones we got now are stale and boring. Solo Sikoa is massively overrated. In fact, we did a video on him being totally overrated. How many are we going to bring in? I mean, does this guy bring anything? Is he a great promo at the very least?
He's okay. I don't think he's the best, but that's the thing about all the Fatus. I think they're all okay promos. I will give them all that. I think that they're all natural, okay promos. But as far as in-ring goes, he's sloppy as hell. As you can see, he's fat as hell too. So it is what it is. They even want this one Tamiko Fatu to be brought in. They're like making up names for Fatus and shit now, I swear.
Just call it Fatu Wrestling Entertainment. I mean, for God's sakes, FWE.
Seriously, I'm waiting for Samoa Down to happen. Just put them all on one brand, but who knows?
Yeah, Samoa Down.
Grayson also had a great sweater. I like this hoodie here. Soft, lazy, complacent, happy to be here. That's most of the roster, bro.
You know what? Sell that on WWE Shop. I bet it would sell.
I'd buy it.
Yeah, because it'd be funny, like in like an ironic way, you know, like I love how it's like taking a good and we need more of that. We need more of these wrestlers taking pot shots at the wrestlers there. You know, if you're a sensitive snowflake, you got to be trained to not be a sensitive snowflake.
Absolutely, and I agree. And unfortunately, they're getting all the wrong training and all the wrong advice down in NXT. So NXT head writer revealed what the company wants from wrestlers cutting promos. So here's what they had. So during WWE SummerSlam week tryouts in Minneapolis, Johnny Russo spoke to these wrestlers and athletes in attendance and broke down what they need to work on. So he said a couple of things that I see a bunch of people do. Don't talk in phrases, talk in complete sentences. Oh, like Carmelo Hayes? Like him? Okay. And then he also had to say, so when I talk like this, I don't sound like a real person. Just talk normally. Don't ask questions. No one's answering. Hey guys, you want to know something? No one says anything, and you continue. And then he had to cut out the part entirely and get straight to the point. The biggest issue, though, was being generic. Russo said he had already heard plenty of wrestlers talk about wanting to be the best, chasing a dream, and working hard, but none of these things actually separate one person from everybody else trying to get signed. Don't ask questions, just say what you guys say. Don't be generic. I've heard a lot of generic stuff. I want to be the best I could be. This is my dream. I work hard. How is that unique to you? Everyone's journey is different. No one's person's is the same. And I would say to this asshole, dude, you need to have a talk with literally everybody on NXT TV right now because they're doing exactly what you're saying.
Exactly. It's like he's preaching this, but they're doing the exact opposite. I remember you played that Aaron Rourke and he was feuding with somebody. They were literally doing everything that he was saying there. They were talking in phrases. They were doing the it's been my dream, it's been my destiny. That's all they do. Like that's literally all they do. And so like it's he's saying it, but for some reason it's not translating. Probably because they're not forcing it. You know what they're probably doing? They're probably saying, "Oh, great job, yeah, nice job on that shitty promo, yeah, great job."
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me, man. This is what we have. But this is what I'm saying is technically he's right, but he's the head he's the NXT head writer. How come he's not enforcing this? How come he has no sort of power to enforce this? It's just basically, this is what I would like to see, even though it's not on TV. Here you go.
It's kind of like a class, like the way I look at it, it's kind of like a classroom with like 50 students. It's really hard to learn in a classroom because you can't get that one-on-one with the teacher. You really can't get that one-on-one learning experience. Like they're just trying to teach all these kids this stuff, and they just don't have time, and they're being told that they're so great, you're awesome. If you're in NXT, you're way better than anyone who's in TNA or in any indie company. You're way better. Well, no, you're not. You're just being coddled, and I think that's a big problem in NXT right now. And WWE and society in general is everybody's being coddled. Like, no, you gotta hold yourself to a higher standard. And that's just why so many people in NXT, especially the men, are just bland. They suck. Like the women, I could see where like the women feel like they got to prove themselves. The men, not so much.
And that's my biggest problem is like, we've taken a look at Evolve, we've taken a look at NXT, we've taken a look at LFG. There's not a lot of potential with the dudes. It's like a handful of guys. With the women, there's at least 10 women that we could do something with, you know, at least work in the stars. The dudes, it's a deficit. That's why I can understand why they're trying to bring in guys like Zilla Fatu, Mike Santana, probably Steve Macklin in due time. I can understand why they're trying to get all the top free agents out there, because they need it. NXT is dead with the dudes, just saying.
Big time. I mean, it is, because they don't know how to train them, and and apparently they don't know how to recruit them either. All they're doing, really all they can do is sign these veterans. They can't develop anybody.
Well, that's what it feels like, too. That's why they're having to bring in a guy like Zilla Fatu, who was already green and overrated and way overpushed on the indies. Like, House of Glory was shoving him down your fucking throat. But now he's coming over at NXT, and you already know he's going to get that super push because he's Samoan. And he's a fat, too. Yeah, so there it is. Andrea Hill, if you hadn't heard, he got fired by, who was he working for? ESPN? Yes. So Fightful said Nick Khan told Busted Open WWE crew that he doesn't want them to stop being critical of WWE. Oh. kind of off-put there, you know what I'm just saying? It's like he's putting out there that Nick Khan is a hypocrite, like Triple H. Like Triple H, what has he always said? He said, yeah, you know, I like their passion. Give me their passion, and also shut the fuck up and don't criticize my product. Right. And now you have Nick Khan saying, I don't want them to stop being critical, yet we will fire anybody who is critical.
Exactly. He'll call up ESPN and say, you know, hey, this is hurting us. This is not a good look for ESPN. And they canned this guy. They canned this guy for what? Calling WrestlePalooza a C+ event? I think he was generous. I think that was a D at most.
Yeah. No, really, he was very much generous in that. So that's what's going on there. There's a new trademark for the mic. I assume this has something to do with Miz. Have you heard anything about this?
I've heard nothing about this, so I'm guessing this probably has something to do with, like, what, NXT? I guess they're going to call somebody the mic. Okay. That's stupid, but okay.
Just dress him in a giant microphone suit and have somebody talk into him. There you go.
Perfect. The kids will love it.
Yeah. Could be. It is time for a new segment on here. I've been meaning to make it for a while, but it's time for Who Booked This Crap? So we got a lot of WWE bad booking to cover, so let's start out with a stupid tournament. So a tournament has been announced, and I'm sure you already heard about it by now, with the winner facing Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship on the September 14th, 2026 episode of Raw in Mexico City. So the tournament will consist of the best luchadors, quote unquote, from Raw, SmackDown, and AAA. So they already got a final going for this. It's Psycho Clown and La Parka will be the finalists to fight against Roman Reigns. I don't give a fuck about either one of these. It's not like La Parka's the cool La Parka from back in the day from WCW. He's like some bastard fourth generation child of that. So that's what we get there. And Psycho Clown, look at the guy. So, not excited for either of those jobbers to be facing Roman Reigns. So, but it is what it is. That's what you get.
You don't want to see the Parker 78 versus Roman Reigns? What are you an E-Fed, Mark?
And what's the fucking point seeing Roman Reigns look weak as fuck to a goofy dipshit in a mask who looks like shit, who looks like literally some fucking bum off the street with a fucking clown mask on, and he's gonna put on a 25-minute match with the best wrestler we have alive right now.
Right.
The fuck?
They're about to take. We got to explain how dumb this is. They're about to take Roman Reigns, the top guy of the company. Like, I would say he's like the modern day Bret Hart, Undertaker. Yeah, he's got the long plodding entrance. He's he's pretty much the modern phenom if you really look at it. Dresses in black. Yeah. Like, we have pretty much the modern Undertaker. They're going to take Roman Reigns and they're going to have him have a hard-fought, long competitive match against La Parka or Psycho Clown. Can you just imagine the stupidity of that? That's like Roman Reigns having a competitive match against Eugene. This is how dumb this is.
Well, this is the thing, is like, these guys aren't going to get exposure on WWE TV afterwards. They're going to stay in AAA. So the whole point of this is just basically bring Roman Reigns to Mexico to make him look weak to some fucking goofy midget in a mask. For no fucking reason. Who cares if he's going to retain the title? Just the fact that either one of these dipshits is getting a chance. And you already know how Triple H books. It's going to be a competitive match. There's no way around that. It will be Roman Reigns fighting tooth and nail against some goofy fucking a mask for no fucking reason. That's what you can expect.
Just picture how ridiculous this is in your head. You're about to have some lucha jobber schmuck having a competitive match against the top guy in WWE. That's stupid.
It is so fucking stupid. But you know what? Even Dom was talking about the stupid booking. So he was reportedly frustrated with the difference in his booking between WWE and AAA. It was noted that Mysterio believes he should be booked in a more serious manner on WWE TV, especially since he currently holds AAA's most important championship. Mysterio would like to see his character portrayed consistently across both promotions rather than feeling like he's two separate people on two different shows. And that's what it all comes down to, is like, at least with Undertaker, he's trying to make stars. I mean, not much you can do with Dominic, but he's doing his very best, you know. But with Triple H, no, he's given up on making new stars. He doesn't want to have anybody young, considering that they're too hot shit for their own self. And that's the whole reason why I think he left Dom out of the tournament, is he's probably like, oh, you want to bitch about my product, huh? You're out of the tournament. You won't get to face Reigns. Fuck you.
That's exactly what this is. This is all Triple H being spiteful. It's just pathetic. It's pathetic that Triple H will do this to a guy. Dominic Mysterio was about to be. They were booking him like he was going to be the next MJF. Look where he is now.
That was the real shame about it, is that Dom, especially back, 2024 with Liv Morgan, they were great, man. They were on fire. They had something going. I mean, he might have not been our cup of tea, but everybody was calling him the next top star. And look at him now. He's just a AAA washout. That's what Triple H will do to anybody. Doesn't matter what your potential ceiling is.
He took. It's unbelievable how bad this booking is, and I think in some ways it's intentional, but I think in other ways it's just Triple H is just that dumb. Where what he did, he could have had a top heel in the company. He could have had their version of MJF, but he got petty. He was a little sensitive, butthurt, big-nosed idiot, and he said, I'm going to job out Dominic to teach him a lesson, you know. I'm going to just, cut my nose off to spite my face, Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. It worked out really well.
Yeah, that's great job, Triple H. Great job. Here's about Ryan Garcia. He wasn't very happy about his Raw appearance. He said, I wish they would have given me a better segment. There's a whole one with Danhausen. So he talked a little bit about it on, on the, which podcast was this? Fightful, I believe. And he was saying in a video published on his YouTube channel, okay, there it is. He said, I was in WWE. I hit Joe Henry with the guitar. I went on Jimmy Fallon. I understand why people are trying to take me down, but it's not my job to stay focused and not let it get to me. Fuck what they think. Person off camera, the WWE guy is lucky to hit you with the guitar, not with your fist. Bro, that's not what I want to see. I wish they would just give me a better segment because I wouldn't have got that as much hate online. You have to understand, Ryan, this has nothing to do with your segment. It has everything to do with the fact that what is left of wrestling are psychotic, liberal, low IQ dipshits. And anybody that is in the least bit controversial, you're going to be labeled a neo-Nazi, a right-winger, a Trumper, a MAGA-tard. It doesn't matter. They already have labels made up for you the minute that you are not them. That's how it is.
Oh, yeah, it's tribal. It's either you're in their camp or you're the enemy. And if you're an evil right winger, well, you're the enemy to them, and so they'll go after you. And that's pretty much really. You could have been in you could have been in a segment with Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, you name them. You still would have gotten this response.
That's how they are. They're just psychotic. Yeah. So Charlotte, she had a great storyline she wants to see. She says she wants to be involved in a romantic storyline with Cody Rhodes. Who's the pitcher and who's the catcher?
Well, that's why Cody Rhodes That's why Cody might like it.
You mean actually get to come out on TV?
Sure, yeah, go ahead. We'll give you that song by Diana Ross. I'm coming out. Yeah, you're gonna love it. It's gonna love it.
And then they could have Charlotte give birth to a hand. It'd be amazing. Just think of what could happen.
It'd be amazing. Just the comedy gold they could do. But Triple H's like, I can't really think that, grandiose. Just put him in a match. Who cares?
If I were in the creative committee, if you were in the creative committee and we heard this idea pitch, we'd be like, yes, 100%.
Do it.
Go for it. Get them married on live TV. Have Charlotte like leading out Cody on a fucking dog collar in his underwear. Let's go full on with this shit.
Oh, that'd be a bit. Yeah, they're like it's like the bed segments and all that, and then later on he finds out that she's a man. It's like, oh really? Oh, I must be gay then. And then you get the full on flaming gay Cody Rhodes. It'd be great. It'd be fantastic.
Dude, the fruit booty Cody Rhodes saga is what we're waiting for. just come out, bro. The potential is there. Just saying. The fans will love it anyways. But you know what? This just it took me off guard. These are the people who are coaching the new wrestlers at the tryout. We got
That's why they suck.
Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, and Natalya. Grayson Waller, whatever. At least you can learn a good promo from that guy.
Sure.
Natalya, you can learn how to be a tough bitch. You ain't going to learn a good promo. But Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, there's not a single good thing you can learn from either of those guys. Just saying.
No, what do you seriously, what are you going to learn from them? They haven't gotten over. What the fuck does Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate know about getting over?
Well, and this is what bugs me about everybody who you see that lands a producer role. What has it been for the longest time in WWE? They love hiring cruiserweights and midgets as producers.
Yeah. Jamie Noble.
They're the best fucking workers, like Shane Helms. Well, we need to hire these fucking midgets. No, you don't. There's a reason why these people were on fucking undercard spots back in the day in WCW. It's because they can't talk. What are they going to do? Teach you how to have perfect psychology in a match? Why don't you hire some people that have charisma, Grayson is one of the few that I would actually support.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be a good one to bring in. Every once in a while, maybe you get Randy Orton down there to teach some of the classes. That'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely. This is a very bad decision. I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. Comments if you could help us out. Guest appearance from Matt Matthews. I'm guessing he's a heroin addict that became a famous country guitar player. I have no fucking idea. It's in Birmingham. I would assume something country, but I don't know.
He looks AI generated.
He does. And you know what? This is what pisses me off, is they'll probably bring on an AI generated artist, and this is what Raw's become. It's half AI now. What are you gonna do with it?
Well, they're having to cut costs, so they would bring on a celebrity, but they'll bring on some AI generated celebrity and save a bunch of money.
Just bring back the Raw laptop GM, man. Fuck,
yeah.
It's better than this shit.
Be way better.
Jeez, what the fuck is a Matt Matthews? And even that name, Matt Matthews, could you come up with anything more robotic and AI?
Honestly, I think William Regal could come up with a better name than that. Good God.
Terrible. So time to talk about some legends. Let's talk about Vince McMahon. He's going to be paying over $40 million in a WWE shareholder lawsuit settlement. So according to Bloomberg Law, Vince and his insurers have agreed to pay out $42.5 million to settle litigation challenging WWE's merger with UFC, combined with the $105 million previously agreed by WWE. The total proposed settlement now stands at $147.5 million. The shareholder plaintiffs claim TKO's group earlier securities filing presented an incomplete picture by disclosing only WWE's $105 million payment, leaving out McMahon's separate $42.5 million contribution. So the lawsuit is challenging that merger, and they're trying to squeeze any dollar they can out of it. It is what it is.
Yeah, Vince will be fine though.
Oh yeah,
he'll be
drop
okay.
the bucket. Yeah,
he's worth over $3 billion. So he'll be fine.
Yeah, definitely. I got to say, I'm proud of Undertaker. It seems like he's finally done kissing ass.
Good.
So Undertaker says he isn't enjoying doing his 6 Feet Under podcast. I'd almost rather go to the dentist and pull a tooth. And Chris Van Vliet said, how much longer? You say years. We're probably talking months. I think when this contract rolls out, I don't think we'll be renewing. Oh, wow. So, yeah, Undertaker was saying, yeah, it'll be months, and then they're out. They're not renewing with WWE, and I don't blame them.
I mean, probably because he's too busy. I mean, he's booking AAA. He's probably got other commitments going on and just doing a podcast on top of all that. I mean, it's probably just a lot on him that it's just, yeah. So, I mean, hey, you know what? If you're happy booking and you don't want to talk for, okay, all right. I mean, from what I heard, he's getting paid pretty good money to do the podcast, so,
Yeah, I mean, you just get tired of kissing ass, and when you got enough money, you can say no. So I think that's what it is for him. But he was talking about how he came up with the idea of El Grande Americano versus the original El Grande Americano in AAA. And then he's basically saying he brought up this idea to Ludwig and Chad, and they took it to another level. So, yeah, Jeremy and UT, they came up with the idea, but El Grande and Chad Gable took it to another level. I originally thought Triple H was behind this idea, and I should have known better. He can't come up with anything creative. So hats off to Barash and Undertaker for coming up with that, and then Ludwig and Chad to take it to another level.
I mean, how sad is it right now that AAA is more creative than WWE?
Right now, Undertaker's proven his worth right now as, in my opinion, a guy who could take over WWE in due time.
I think he'd be an improvement over Shawn Michaels because, quite frankly, I'm not liking what I've seen out of Shawn. Shawn proved he can't develop anybody.
I'm 100% behind Undertaker right now. If we could get Undertaker and Shane working together in creative, that'd be amazing.
That'd be great. I think they get along too, so I think that would work.
Hell yeah. So Undertaker had a story here. He was talking about, he was saying that modern wrestlers are great athletes, but they forget storytelling.
Yeah.
So, well, speaking with Chris Van Vliet, he said, the Undertaker was asked, what's that piece of advice you give to up-and-coming wrestlers out there? Here was Undertaker's response. I try to get them to calm down a little bit in the sense of all the crazy. I called them flippy doos and stuff like that. Wrestling is dangerous, though. Within the course of any match, you're always just a couple inches away from something really catastrophic happening. And when you start doing double backflips off the things and landing on people, that risk goes up exponentially. So he just kept on going and talking about just how they focus so much on the moves and perfecting the moves and making the moves look so good. What we always say, the psychology of it all. But then what they do is they fuck it up. They fuck it up by not giving you the story. And what you saw, if you were an old school wrestling fan growing up like us, you saw all the storytelling in Undertaker matches. How they would target a limb, how they would work on something from the get-go, like they have a beat down in the beginning and then go into that and start the match. You saw more storytelling. Now what you see is you just see choreographed moves with no substance behind them. And I'm so glad Undertaker was calling that out, and I appreciate him for doing that. If this is the Undertaker we're getting now, this is the awesome Undertaker. We need more of this Taker. That's why I wanted to take over WWE. I like this guy now. So please stay that role.
Absolutely, man. I mean, just elevate up to the main roster and take that over. I mean, because right now, Triple H is a disaster. The fans are out on him. He's doing a horrible job. Like, every metric is down for WWE. Paul Heyman could warble all he wants about how great Triple H is and how no one really understands the pressures that he's undergoing. But quite frankly, no. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. Like, Paul Heyman could say whatever he wants. The numbers speak for themselves about how bad WWE is doing. And so, yeah, I think Undertaker would be an improvement. I think anybody, grab a random mark from the crowd, put them as the head of creative. I think they would do a better job because I think they would care more.
They would. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to see Rock get involved again, but he's got other aspirations going on. One is a music career. So he's exploring a music career right now. He said, I'm exploring that right now, and I appreciate you asking that. As you roll along in life, I've been real fortunate to be a part of some really cool projects, and I love it. Both music has always been such an anchor for me, and very specifically in genres that I love, like country music, traditional country music, and we're exploring that now. So if Rock's doing country music, it might be good. I never figured he'd do country, but everybody's doing country now. So who knows? It could be good.
Maybe it'll be good. I mean, it's The Rock, so it's I don't know how good it is going to be, but we'll find out.
I remember hearing a rap that he did, I want to say a year or two ago. He's not bad. And that's what I'm finding is at least most actors, you'd be surprised. They can do either a little bit of singing or rapping. So let's see what he's got, man. Just saying.
I give him a chance. I mean, it could be good. Yeah.
So Carlito, I feel bad for this guy. He says staying loyal to WWE is just like being a beaten housewife at this point.
Oh, God. Damn.
So we'll speak with Inside the Ropes. Carlito was asked about his future following his WWE departure and whether he still wants to be a one company kind of guy. Here's what Carlito had to say. Man, I can retire right now, baby. So the plan is whatever it is. That's all I want to do. That was my goal. Now I'm playing with house money at this point. If something good comes up, great. Like I said before, if I stay loyal to WWE, it's just like being a beaten housewife at this point. You know what I mean? So I'm open to whatever. And if not, I'll just ride off in the sunset. Like I said, I enjoy performing for you guys, but if I'm forgotten tomorrow, I'm totally okay with that. And what I say to him, go to TNA, bro. They'll get you a good spot. They'll use you good. Because that's the thing about Carlito. He comes across to me as one of the most left aside dudes, especially with the fact that he took himself really fucking seriously. He was in the best shape of his life when he got fired by WWE. Best shape of his life. He was still one of the best promos that they had on the modern roster, and they never used him unless it was in like douchebag comedy segments with Judgment Day. His potential for being a top guy is there. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, like a company like TNA could use him. NWA, I think, is an option. Maybe even JCW is an option. Who knows? But yeah, I do think there's value in Carlito, and yeah, I think Carlito should not have to be loyal to WWE, not have to worry about having to appease them and kiss their ass. Yeah, go out there, man, and see what you got. I mean, see who's going to value. I think he's got value. I do.
I do too, so we'll see what happens with Carlito. A legend has recently decided to take the OnlyFans, so Dawn Marie has joined OnlyFans at 55 years old. She said, just finished filming my custom videos. You know where to find me. Order yours at #OnlyFans. Did you subscribe yet? See you there. She's still in great shape for her age. If she needs money, I would say, Tony, hit this check up. She could use. I still think she's worth value to the industry.
Sure. Yeah. No. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, I think she's got value, and I mean she's still pretty.
Oh yeah, still very good. John Layfield said, "I think it's wonderful. My friend Dawn Marie is joining OnlyFans. I hope she makes millions. I just got approached by OnlyFans, so you may hear an announcement soon." Wow.
Oh man. See, and that's what I love about JBL. He can do self-depreciating humor. I love it.
Yeah, he knows he's a big fat fuck now, and he laughs it up. He gets on with it. He's cool. So AEW news. Let's get to it. Like two pieces. So Matthew Baloney said, news: the Paramount/Warner Brothers antitrust trial date is set for March 2nd, when Paramount will already have accrued about $1.3 billion in ticket fees. Damn. Oof.
It's rough, man.
Oof. It's just like Paramount. Notice that they've been getting themselves in so much crap, whether it's the Warner Brothers antitrust lawsuit. Remember what happened with them in South Park, yep. Matt and Trey. It's just like they need to stop getting themselves in so much trouble.
I mean, but they're probably looking at it like, I mean, they're owned by people that are like they're close with the Trump administration. So I mean, they're probably looking at it like that, So I mean, hey, I think the deal's going to go forward. I do think it's going to clear all the hurdles. From what I heard, they cleared the hurdle with the European Union. So looks like it's ultimately going to go forward. But yeah, so there's going to be this antitrust trial and all that. But again, you consider who runs antitrust or who runs the FTC.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to consider that. Just saying. So JR's contract is coming up soon. He says his AEW contract is set to expire this month. And if you ask me, JR, how much longer do you think you're going to be doing announcing? I think my contract is up this month, so I'm done pretty much. I don't want to be done, but if Tony Khan said, JR, thanks for the efforts and thanks for being here, I'd have no problem with that. How can I be such a greedy bastard and want more of my career than I've already received? My career as a wrestling broadcaster has been nothing but wonderful. And I would say that too with JR. He's done so much. He's deteriorating in health. I would rather him just focus on retirement and enjoying his life than going out and stressing himself at some shitty wrestling show,
For sure. I mean, just enjoy retirement. Like, we've got your best work on camera. We've got it recorded already. We could go back and watch what you did in WWF. Just retire, dude. I mean, like, don't put any more stress than you need to on yourself.
Don't need to. Yeah, definitely. But speaking of, I'm not sure if you heard about Jim Ross, by the way, Breaking Bones news. He had brain surgery. So yeah, this is crazy. So he says his brain surgery is set for Wednesday. I was talking about really need to get it done, and just kind of just being hopeful about it, as he should be. And it was a success. They dug into his head. The proof is in the pudding. So
Wow.
he's good to go on that. Successful surgery, so good for that.
Seriously.
Yeah, happy for Jim there.
Absolutely.
And he wasn't the only guy with the fucked up head. It also happened to Shiloh, who revealed that he had a skull injury that sidelined him from NXT. A recent update on that, he did get visited by a doctor, and he said in the time that he reported that, which was 2 weeks ago, he visited the doctor, and his doctor said, I have never seen anybody in my entire career heal up as quickly as you did. Literally, he healed from a skull fracture in 2 weeks.
Damn.
Fucking crazy. That's some Wolverine shit right there.
Well, is this like eating Rocal? Is that what it does? Like it causes you to heal?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's like, I don't know, the special ingredients in the maggots. I don't know, man. But he's healing up quick, and good for him, man. Great talent. So, yeah. Let's also go ahead and talk about the top people in WWE. I'm talking about champions. Chelsea Green, as you heard, out with an injury, orbital bone injury. It's going to be a couple weeks for her to heal on that until she can come back. I say just give her one of like that Undertaker Phantom of the Opera mask or the Cody Rhodes mask and let her wrestle. Fuck it.
Well, and sell it too. Like sell it on the shop.
Yeah, like connect it to her hat. Who gives a shit? Just let her wrestle. So,
that's see, like you could merchant like they're merchandising everything. Why not merchandise that? Sell that on the shop. People would buy it.
Oh fuck yeah! No, so yeah, that's it. They're just cursed, man. I mean,
seriously,
they go ahead. They go ahead. They put the title up, an interim title, by the way, because Rhea Ripley got her leg fucked up, and then Chelsea, the new interim champion, she gets fucked up. Triple H is not going to take the title off anybody. He's letting them both keep the titles. So, Rhea said,
Life update. After just under 14 years in wrestling and doing sports my entire life, it's caught up to me. Surgery was never a first option for me, but it got to the point that I was needed. First one down, hopefully no more. I've survived. Now it's time to start thriving again so I can get back to what I love to do. See you all down the road.
And this is something that's not going to be immediate. You want to see
No.
how bad it is? Let's show you.
Okay. Yeah. Is it like enough of a...
That's okay, as long as it's got my...
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's...
Why does that guy have saran wrap on his head?
Because he's a goof. He's a stupid goof. But yeah, seriously. But with her, man, like you looking at that, you got to factor recovery time, rehab, all that. Man, you're probably not going to see her until Royal Rumble.
It's going to be a while.
Yeah.
She's not going to jump right back from that.
No.
But it's affecting a lot of the women. Also happened to Brie Bella. So Triple H revealed that Brie Bella suffered a shoulder injury at SummerSlam. It's a pretty bad injury, and she's at the hospital getting scans done. So it happened during the match against Fatal Influence. It was supposed to be stopped after Brie's injury, but she wanted to finish the match. So I guess props to her for finishing the match. So I'll give her that.
Tough.
Yeah. I don't know if this is true. Might be a Michael Cole kayfabe injury, but Michael Cole was saying that Royce Keith suffered Bruce Larens and cervical strain against Jacob Fatu in his attack and will be out indefinitely after that. So I don't know if that's bullshit. I don't know if it's just a bad storyline. They had to write him out, but that's what they're reporting. So.
What it sounds like to me is because like with Roman Reigns even mocking the name on Raw, they're probably going to write him off TV and they're going to repackage him. They're probably going to call him like Powerhouse or something like that. Like Powerhouse, like a stupid, imagine that Powerhouse Keys.
Are you going to make him a coke fueled piano player? Like, what are you doing there?
Yes. Yeah. The money they can make. Powerhouse Keys is an amazing name. Go with it, WWE, please. I promise you'll have like 1 million more people watching. I'm totally lying, but like who knows?
Have him come out, and bang on keyboards and do great house of fire or great balls of fire. It'd be fucking amazing. There you go.
Powerhouse Keys.
Money. I'm just saying. Ray was talking about his injuries. He's had a lot of injuries. So stem cell 4 times, the Myers cocktail 4 times, stem cell left knee, stem cell right knee, stem cell left shoulder, stem cell right wrist, stem cell left wrist, shockwave therapy, 1 hour in a hyperbaric chamber. And this dude is still wrestling. This is insane.
It looks like a freaking SNES combo.
Damn.
Left, right, up, down. Like,
Look at this shit. What is this? It feels like the Contra Code. What is this?
right. It's ridiculous. Like, and this is what lucha does to the body. It breaks you down. It wrecks your body because it's overly flippy flop bullshit. And this is why so many people are getting injured, is because they wrestle some variation of a lucha libre style. Well, are you surprised that people are getting injured? I'm not.
Well, and keep in mind, too, that, yeah, he's talking about all the stem cells, but he's also had 14 surgeries on one knee and then one on the other because it was overcompensating. So that just shows you, dude, I'll give Ray all the credit in the world. He's a tough soldier, but man, lucha breaks you down and destroys you. The fact that he's still wrestling, especially since he's been wrestling for a long time, over 30 years now, is insane. Doing a hard style like that. Sure, he's taking time off here and there, but dude, over 30 years, over 35 maybe, doing this shit is insane. It's not for mortal men, so to speak.
No, I mean, like look at Rhea Ripley. Look at what we just looked at. I mean, this is happening to young people. They're getting like multiple ACL tears, multiple breaks in their legs and shoulders. Like these are young people. They still have time left in the industry. Like, just imagine how banged up they're going to be. I mean, like, Mick Foley's a mess right now, and he's in his, 50s, almost 60? Imagine what they're going to be like when they're in their 50s and 60s. They're going to be a mess. They're probably going to be, like, a horrid prediction. You ready? I think a lot of the wrestlers you see now in 20 years will be in wheelchairs.
Oh, for sure, Isla Dragunov. Dragunov is going to be in a wheelchair. I could see, for whatever reason, I got a mental vision of a gray-haired Gunther coming out on a walker. I don't know why. Yeah. Just saying.
It's just because of the style they wrestle. Like, they just got to overcompensate and do this flippy flip garbage. Like, whatever happened to the brawler style? Whatever happened to just these simplistic styles that look good and don't bang up your body? Like,
and that's why we give fair share to at least AEW in that aspect. Don't get me wrong, they got a lot to work on as far as having a good show, but they have multiple styles. You'll see brawlers on there, powerhouses, hardcore wrestlers. It's not just, it is a lot of lucha, don't get me wrong, but it's not just lucha, which I would love to see more variety in WWE.
I mean, it's not even like a question at this point. It's like it's got to be a necessity with how many people are getting injured. Like why? Like, people are looking at like, okay, well, their bodies aren't trained with because of lack of house shows. Okay, that could be a factor, but you also got to look at the style of the wrestling too. Like, why is no one looking at that? Why are we just obsessing on lack of house shows being the main cause?
Well, what's frustrating to me is that the wrestlers back in the day, they didn't get hurt as much as these wrestlers, and they wrestled even more. Now, and I think the reason why they were allowed, and the reason why they were allowed to wrestle 6 days out of the week is because they were wrestling a safer style. Mm-hmm. That's why. And that's what they'll never look at. They'll never make that connection. They'll be like, these wrestlers need to get beat up more on house shows. What the fuck? And they won't realize, no, it's the style. That's what it's all about. That's why you notice the best workers of all time, they live long lives. Look at Ric Flair. Look at Hulk Hogan. They live long lives. Well, Hulk recently passed, R.I.P., but Ric Flair is still alive and kicking because he worked a safe style.
Yeah, but because they worked a safe style that relied on ring psychology. I mean, Ric Flair was like Mr. Ring Psychology. Like, that was what he shined. Amazing. I mean, his promos were amazing. Don't get me wrong, but like, also his ring psychology was amazing. He could get the crowd to react, and that's the whole goal, is to get the crowd to react. Like, just doing a bunch of flippy flip moves is not going to get the crowd to react. I mean, they'll say, "Oh wow," for like a second, and then get bored, and then be looking at their phone playing a game. I mean, I've been one of those people. I literally watching a match during a Raw. I was in attendance on my phone playing a fucking game because the match was so fucking boring.
Oh yeah, no, we saw multiple people in the crowd on their phones. It's just how it is. But yeah, like you may be pointing out to, okay, so why isn't it working out for MJF? He's getting injured because he has to work against people who are fucking reckless assholes. Ric Flair wasn't working against reckless assholes all the time back in the day. A lot of the times he was working against professionals like Sting, like Lex Luger, like Dusty Rhodes, like Terry Funk. These are professionals.
Well, and like, I really want to make it clear. I want to like really just get the point home that we do not celebrate these injuries. We do not want these people to get injured. We are simply putting a spotlight on what we think is a problem, and what we think the problem is just how unnecessarily athletic the style is now. That puts more stress on the body, and you're seeing a lot of people. Look at Seth Rollins. How many ACL tears and like leg injuries has this guy had?
It's insane. I'm surprised he hasn't retired already. And what's
I'm surprised he can walk.
Well, what's scary too is if Triple H continues his power, he will have this guy have a job for life backstage. You will see the creative decisions of Seth Rollins go on TV, which is just frightening.
It really is. It really is, man, because like it's scary in that perspective, but what's also scary is that like somebody will die in the ring if this shit continues. Like it's like how long is it going to take until like, I mean shit, we've already had 2 people have neck injuries. Big E, Kevin Owens.
Hey, look at the irony here, man. Look what happened with Ray Paraguayo. Just saying.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, this lucha shit, this unnecessarily athletic flippy flop bullshit style bores the shit out of the crowd, drives away casuals because it looks so unbelievably fake. It just looks like like a fucking dancing routine in the ring, and it injures people. We've like Kevin Owens literally just came back from a fucking neck injury. He could have been paralyzed.
Oh, you know what? Talk about synchronicity. Let's show you that injury. So this is it, July 2025. Let's show you it in December.
Oh God!
Look at it. Look at the before and after of that middle vertebrae that's bulging right there. Good. It almost like it exploded, like a grenade was in there. Like damn. Like no wonder he took so long off. This is insane, bro. How did he even sleep at night?
He may not have. Like that's the thing. Like I'm surprised. Like I mean it. Like I'm surprised he's still walking. I'm surprised he's still able to move his body. That he's not a paraplegic.
Tough Canadian motherfucker. And here's the thing too, is he was in some insane matches in Ring of Honor and on the indies, but he didn't get injury like this. Now it might have been build up and toll, from all the years. When do most of these people get injured? Working for Triple H.
Yeah.
They
do. I mean they do, and I think the curse is that it's just they all wrestle the same flippy flop bullshit style. All of them do, and they're all getting injured, and some of them are lucky to not get paralyzed.
Agreed. So let's go over. We got, I believe, some Outlaw Mud shit to cover. So let's go to that. All right, time for Outlaw Mud shit. And first on the Outlaw Mud shit, we got something from Marigold. Like I didn't expect this, but Marigold released their own bikini photo collection calendar. So
good for them.
As you can see, the indies aren't bad, man. You think that women are butt ugly out there? No. And as you can see, let a picture speak for itself. 2 of them, actually.
There you go. I mean, right there. Like, it's not all bad. It's not all garbage. It's not all crap. There is some good in this shitty industry of pro wrestling. There is some positives. Now, most of it's negative, don't get me wrong, but there are some nuggets of gold in the big turd that is professional wrestling. So, there you go.
Love that. So, yeah, he may look like the Japanese Monopoly man, but damn, he's bringing out the good shit over in Japan. So, a Japanese guy who got fucked over, though, is Kushida. So, apparently, he was involved in some giant Brazilian fruit scam. I think it was the same fruit vendor that was flirting with Dave Meltzer. But anyways, this guy, Kushida got robbed of, I think $3, but they made a big fucking news story about it. It's all over the news in Brazil, so that's why we're covering it here. So, there you go.
I mean, $3 in Brazil is like a fucking lifetime savings, Like,
oh yeah, no, it's like several houses right there. So, TNA they won't stop releasing talent, man, keeping it up. So they released Jody Threat, which frustrates me too because I felt like they were really trying to build upon Jody Threat and make her something. But no, they let her go. She finished up with the Philadelphia tapings, so she's a free agent. NXT would be smart to get her in. I think she's a good worker.
I mean, she's not bad in the ring at all. She's not the prettiest, but and she's not good on the mic, but she's good in the ring. If you want like a good little hand to go out there and have a match, okay, there you go.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. But this could be very cool. We were talking about this on one of our live streams about the possibility of this 4-on-4 happening in the Wyatt compound. I'm just saying, the potential is there. They were teasing up to it at some WrestleCon, so let's see what happens.
I mean, who knows? TNA could bring them all in. It's possible. I mean, this could be what TNA is saving their money for. I hope that's the case because they need something. They need more than just like the homegrowns. Like, yeah, it's good to have them, but you got to have stars in that company. And right now, your stars are Dolph Ziggler and them Hardys.
That's about it, man. So yeah, if they can bring this in, they could potentially make 4 new stars. Who knows? So we'll see what happens. But one guy who we're talking about, Dolph Ziggler, he had a TNA World Title match with Big Trouble Ben Bishop. So Ben Bishop said, I lost a TNA World Title match tonight. Still handsome though. So potentially TNA is scouting this guy. Just saying.
I mean, that'd be a really good addition. I mean, we've put this guy over a lot because he's entertaining. He's a giant wrestler. He's got personality. He's spectacle. I mean, shit, bring him in. Like what do you got to lose by bringing him in?
Nothing. Well, let's show you. You know, we love show you the little promos he puts on his account. So, here's him talking about what would happen if you brought the Attitude Era back to an indie.
I'm here to change the game. We're gonna bring back the Attitude Era. No politics, no carnies. Everyone's getting paid double their rate. I got a sick venue my buddy's letting me rent out for cheap. We're gonna have TV. My cousin's a radio DJ. He's gonna put us over. Only the best wrestlers. No sports entertainment.
And you know what the sad thing is I actually believe there are wrestlers out there backstage.
They're what? Do what again?
Oh no, I was saying that I absolutely believe that conversations like that happen backstage.
Oh yeah, well I mean, a lot of people in the business are clueless. I mean, look at that Eric Cannon guy.
Oh yeah, nah, we'll get to him later. He's a fucking idiot. But
Yeah.
Let's show you. This is Bishop's hardcore promo for his hardcore match.
Some championship wrestling. Trying to get hardcore. You're trying to get sick? Who's trying to bleed? August 15th. Myself. Crowbar. Dutch. Dan Ma. In a barnyard brawl match. Anything goes. And I mean anything. I'll see you all at Barton Apple Orchards. I'm bringing the pain.
That was like every promo back in the day if you were watching ECW, just saying. So yeah, Ben Bishop bringing it. Not sure if you heard about the MLW lawsuit. Yeah, there's a new one. So MLW is exploring legal action after issues involving payouts from Philadelphia's 2300 Arena. I tell you, Court Bauer, he really uses his lawyer wife to his fullest advantage. Anything to take any sort of paycheck out, this motherfucker is on it. I mean, I look at it when you don't have to pay the lawyer fees, your wife's a lawyer, shit. It's kind of evil, but he exploits it, you know, there you go. So we'll see if he gets his money back from 2300. A big indie star is popping up. He's coming up on the indies. His name is Big Man Tater. So JBL said, just to clarify, when Big Man Tater was told to put up chairs by some local promoters no one has heard of, he responded, listen, you Vince wannabe, how about you pay your dues and bring me a donut? So a guy with a microwave on his head is JBL's next top guy. So we'll see what happens with Big Man Tater. But if you want to see him in action, we got a little video. So let's go ahead and show you what Big Man Tater looks like.
And your final entrant,
When I told you that modern wrestlers are nothing but cosplayers, I meant it. This is what it's become. Anybody that could cosplay a gimmick or rip off a wrestler from the Attitude Era or Ruthless, they'll do it, man. Anything for an indie gimmick. That's how it is. But, if they're not having stupid gimmicks in the ring, they're breaking their necks in the ring. So here's a possibly a neck break from one fat bastard. Oof. What is that, like 350 pounds, 400 pounds, all on the neck? The human neck wasn't meant to take that much punishment. And that's the thing, too, on the indies is you'd be lucky enough to get any sort of cash to pay for that injury. So that was probably his last wrestling match ever, just saying.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Let's show you a crazy ladder botch. This is what happens when people play with ladders in the wrong way. Oh, gosh. Ugh. Like, the first one was bad, but then that dude who just landed on the concrete afterwards. Good Lord.
Good God, like, why would you do that? For
what?
For indie pay. Like, you're getting paid, like, what, $2 at most? Like,
And,
what do you...
and hoping that there's some fucking nerd in the audience with the cell phone camera that makes your moment viral. That would be, like, the only payoff you get nowadays. And even then, you're not getting paid for it.
Right, you're not getting paid for it. Well, like, what is Triple H is going to say it? Yeah, we got to sign that guy that just dove off the balcony. Yeah, the kids will love it.
Especially, the old school marquee is. But let's go ahead and show you what happens when chairs don't hold up. That's a legitimate concussion right there. If you ever wonder what it looked like, right there, that dude is fucking concussed.
Like, what are they thinking? Like, why would you do? Like, they're probably retarded. I mean,
retarded, drunk, a combination of something, but you would think that this would pick up on like the professional level, like when they're actually professional deathmatch wrestlers in a real company, that they would be safer. Nope.
It's gonna be loose.
They wouldn't dream of putting a hand up.
Their brain's nothing but meth soup at that point.
Meth soup.
like, what are you gonna do with it?
But like, why? Like, I can't possibly. Like, why would you do that? Nothing in the head.
Nothing in the head. Nothing in the head. Nothing to live for. I mean,
nothing to damage.
Nothing to damage. Yeah, exactly. It's like Homer Simpson head. Nothing to damage there. So, Chris Van Belay, he stepped into the ring for the first time up against a good indie wrestler named Richard Holiday. Here it is. That's a clean rock bottom, just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you can give it that,
I'll give him that, but he's, we'll see what happens with him in wrestling if he does anything more with it, but, now it's time for Old School Road Stories, and first on Old School Road Stories, we share a story with Thunder Rosa talking about a time she had to humble a dumb bitch.
I have no respect for the WWE. I don't think it's a real sport.
I saw it as an opportunity to reach out and actually inform her about professional wrestling in general. I think the most important part for people that don't know what they're talking about is for you to educate.
Well, especially coming from a professional cum dumpster like her, like nobody cares that you respect wrestling. You're less respected than wrestling is modern day, okay? Just saying.
Well, but we got to give credit to Mia Khalifa. I mean, she's used to taking a pounding.
She takes it all the time. Yeah, she's definitely used to taking it, and that's the reason why she is what she is, and why nobody will hire her nowadays. So yeah, just saying. Great story we always talk about is Jim Cornette and his love of the shotgun. So here's how he brought it up with him and Stace and Brock.
Stacey was an on-screen manager at the time, and she often got involved physically during matches. Cornette booked a segment where Lesnar had to press slam Stacey. Stacey had recently gotten some new intimate piercings, and she warned Lesnar not to grab her the wrong way during the move. But according to Cornette, Lesnar spent the whole day joking that he was going to do it anyway. And when it came to actually doing the move, he did exactly that. He grabbed her between the legs and squeezed, causing her to scream out in pain. Backstage, she confronted him and they got into an argument, which led to Cornette getting involved and threatening to shoot him.
He's saying, oh, I didn't do it, I didn't mean to do it, I was just kidding, blah, blah, blah. And in the process, he says, F you to her in front of me. And that's where I had to say, look, motherfucker, you need to know this now. Don't say F you to her in front of me, because I won't fight you, I will shoot you.
He said, I don't care that this guy is a genetic freak. I'll take him out my shotgun. So
yeah, he's got the equalizer.
that he does. So yeah, now after that, Brock backed down. So it was best for them to get along. But let's talk about two people who didn't get along too well, Coach and Corey Graves. So Coach was talking about how when the whole three-man table was going on and he got called back that he had a big problem with Corey Graves. Corey Graves blatantly did not want him there during his 2018 Raw Return run. So he said the real terror, though, came from the headset when Vince McMahon would scream uncontrollably if you didn't repeat his orders within a single second. Coachman admits Vince yelled, "You killed him," in his ear when he misspoke, while even Mick Foley suffered the exact same nightmare. Was Vince McMahon completely unhinged? Yes, he was. That's not even a question. Come on, dude.
No, I mean, come on. It's Vince McMahon. Like, is he ever not unhinged? I mean, look at him. Look at him. He looks like he's got like skunk hair and a turkey face. I mean, look at the guy. He's a maniac. So I could totally see Vince screaming at Coachman.
He's just a crazy dude. And then, Joe Gacy had his own story about him. So, Joe Gacy talked about the original NXT character making headlines that upset Vince McMahon. So he said it began as Shawn Michaels' full idea. He kind of saw the way it explained to me. It was like a Scientology type of thing. And then it turned into a social justice warrior type of thing. But the whole idea was always going to be that it would be eventually turned into a cult leader type of thing, which he would have been great at. It was also always supposed to be like I have this nice smile, I'm a nice guy, but there's just something underneath that's not right. That was always supposed to be the idea. So Vince caught wind of it. He didn't like the fact that it would upset shareholders and all this bullshit, and then gave Shawn problems about it. So that led to them dropping that. Because we were wondering back in the day, we're like, dude, what happened to this character, Vince?
Yeah. So Vince is like, get out of here.
Yeah, just saying. So Vince has very weird ideas. He didn't want the fans calling Walter Wally. But, bro, Wally. People stopped using the name Wally back in, 1952. Come on, man.
I know. That's why I didn't want them saying it. Because it would make the company look old.
Wally. I don't know a single fucking person named Wally. Just saying.
You know what? They should have named him Wally.
and then given him his own theme park. Give him Wally World. There you go.
Imagine Triple H having a cell that's like, yeah, Wally's gonna tap out Cena.
Hey, put a fucking ski cap on him and some glasses. Where's Wally?
Where's Wally? See, now that's a character that I think that would finally get people to care about him. Jeez. Where is he? Have him hiding out in the crowd. Have him hiding in the fucking up in the rafters. Have him, that's the whole thing of the show is you got to find Wally.
Just take a snapshot and have it on commercial break. Find Wally. Win a prize or something. Just do something with it, damn it.
Hey, TKO, if you need an idea, there you go. You could charge people $100 to find Wally. There you go.
Something. So somebody got fucked over trying to work for WWE, and that was Amazing Red. So he was doing mocap for 2K back in the day, and this was right around the time he was going to get called up for the Cruiserweight Classic. And they brought him in as basically a bump dummy to do all the AJ Styles moves, and he ended up getting hurt. And that ended up putting off his CWC debut and not debuting for WWE. So helping out for WWE doing 2K mocap fucked them over. So it's not like you're missing out on anything if you've seen Amazing Red wrestle lately. Same old ginger vanilla midget way it is.
That does flips. That does a bunch of flippy moves. I mean, He's amazing red. That's all you're getting out of him. You're not getting great promos. You're not getting this amazing personality. You're just getting an old guy that does flips and kicks. Cool.
Yay. Speaking of old guys that are tired and need to retire, let's talk about CM Punk. It's time for CM Punk as a whiny crybaby. So, this guy was doing stupid stuff on an NXT house show. He decided to show up and do this. Check it out. Oh, Punk.
All I would say to him is, ha, you got beat up by a girl?
Something. He got beat up by something. And I love the look on his face. Oh!
Ooh. He, she, whatever it is that strong? She's stronger than me. She's making me look bad. Paul, this is bullshit. Fire her now.
He's probably the one that wanted that shit. Yeah, I want to get powerbombed by that big girl. Yeah, come on. Come on, Paul. Don't be a fucking pussy.
All right. If you want to get emasculated at a house show, all right.
And nobody's watching anyway, so that's how he probably looks at it. So Punk was showing off his Fatal Influence backstage by teaming up with Fatal Influence at SmackDown. How come I've only seen like 1 or 2 pictures with him with dudes? It's like he tries to get with every single piece of young tail in a picture. Like, it's almost like he has a catalog in the back of, I took a picture with her, I took a picture with her, oh, I need to get one with Michael Lockwood, yeah! Is that what it is? Is it like a big scrapbook of, like jack-off material? What is this?
I think it's got to be something like that, because it's weird, dude. It's so weird. Like, it's like he's never, you're right, you never see him with dudes. You just see him with the women, and, like, he went down to NXT this week, from what I heard, so he's doing it again.
This is what he does.
You just can't keep him away from them. He's a sick guy. He needs help.
Well, that's the thing, too. It's like we say bad things about Michael Lockwood. He's like, oh, yeah, I want a piece of, yeah, look at that. You know, he's thinking of, in reverse, you know, it's weird. It's very weird. I mean, it's just, he likes chicks with dude faces. That's why he's over at Bailey's school having a great time. That's just his thing.
Having a great time when the cameras aren't rolling, yeah.
He's a trainer. He's training them.
He's in the hotel room, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's going on.
I'm a trainer in between the sheets, yeah.
Hey, they got to have their experience some way, right? So there it is.
No.
His trainer, speaking of, had to speak on him. He said,
CM Punk is on steroids, or so says the weak, lazy-minded, easy-minded internet. He's never missing a workout, doing more than I ask. Punk is working harder than anyone I work with.
Sure. And this is what happens when you pay any dude to speak up for you, and you're a millionaire. You could just basically pay some fucking douchebag in a red hat to say, yeah, he's amazing.
Well, what this liar left out is, hey, Punk, thanks, the check cleared.
It's all he needed to put in there. I mean, it's obvious for anybody who's 48 years old, you're not going to get in shape like that without some supplements. And let's face it, Punk can afford the supplements. He's very well off now.
He's got a lot of money. He can afford the top end stuff. Like the John Cena, he can afford the John Cena stuff.
That's why he's getting in great shape, just saying.
Yeah.
So after SummerSlam, he had some shots. He said, I'm not hiding on an island and I'm not in a bubble. I'm not a pussy.
Ooh.
No, you're just a retard who goes and embarrasses himself for money. You can't take it with you, you fucking retard.
Well, he's an old dork that poops his pants in wrestling matches. That's all he is now. He's a sad sack.
Pretty much. He's talking about Oba. He said, give me names. Somebody from AAA. Mini Vikingo. Dominic. How about Grayson Waller? How about somebody from TNA, huh? Where's Eric Cannon at? Oba? You want Oba? I want Oba. See, he wants to crush every young up-and-coming star. I'm surprised he didn't include Trick Williams. Just saying.
Give it time. Give it time. Trick Williams. I mean, Trick Williams is already being jobbed out to Baron Corbin. It's only a matter of time before Trick Williams is going to be fed to Punk and whoever else. It's pathetic, man. You really hate to see this. That CM Punk is he's becoming the next Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, that's what's really sad about it, is that he's becoming the next Cody. He's being shoved down our throat, and there's nothing we can do to stop it.
Nope.
Same thing with Dave. It's time for Dave Meltzer's A Dorky Goblin. So we got a little bit here. We got him talking about Dynamite beating Raw and the viewers. So he said,
oh, God.
Impact never came close to WWE programming. Dynamite clearly beats Raw in total viewers in the U.S., but not SmackDown, but was 294,000 shy this past week, not including Max. So it's 100% of SmackDown homes versus 60% of Dynamite homes.
Well, Dave, can we agree that Raw right now is behind a paywall in the U.S.?
No, we can't agree upon that. But we can, if we're Dave, though, we can agree that Dynamite clearly beats Raw in total viewers in the U.S. I don't know where he's getting that fucking data from, but there it is.
Well, I mean, even if he's getting the data from somewhere, it's like, okay, let's say the data is true. Well, here, not to defend Raw, because I hate WWE and I hate Triple H, but like, you got to look at it like they're behind a paywall. Like, now, granted, TV, you got to pay for TV, of course, sure. But like, if you're watching SmackDown, Dynamite, you're paying for TV anyways. Like, Raw's got an additional paywall that you got to go through. So it's like, I get where you're going, Dave, but it's not a good argument.
No, it isn't. But he was explaining that WWE wants control right now more than anything, and that's why they're doing a lot of counter booking. So here he goes off.
They're fighting AEW so hard so that they can get back that control that they thought that they were going to have, and then they won't have to be escalating salaries anymore, and they'd have even bigger profits. I think that's the nature of why you're running a 6-hour show in Edinburgh, Texas on August 30th. That's going to do terrible YouTube numbers and even worse TV numbers, but you're still doing it. With that knowledge, just doing anything you can to take the edge off AEW, because AEW is in a very important period in its history right now. And so because of that, that's their loss leader thing mentality. It's like, yeah, we'll take some short-term money losses, but if we can get rid of them, if somehow we get rid of them as far as being major competition to us, it's like, all these guys, like maybe we can start asking them to take pay cuts because they don't have the leverage of going somewhere else.
He's making it seem like AEW is the complete reason why they're doing this shit. And yeah, don't get me wrong, they're counterbooking it. It's very, very stupid. But it's not going to work. This is what I say, is like more people are watching AEW. And don't get me wrong, it's far from being a great show, but more people are watching AEW because of how bad Triple H's vision is. That's what it comes down to.
That's exactly what it is. It's like NC, WWE, like they're really, not as on fire, as AEW, Dynamite, is more popular, than Monday Night Raw, like how many times are you going to say, it's like Vince Russo's bro, but it's not as good. Like, come on, Dave, like you got to come up with the better thing to say than,
It was like Eminem back in the day. Every interview had "know what I'm saying" after a sentence. It's like, okay, I know what you're saying. Please continue. But that's what Dave's on. So he's talking about CMLL, and he was saying,
I don't disagree in the United States, but you can't say that a blanket statement of any longer. As time goes by, the world changes, and what we were thought is no longer the same. Until some stories, of course, but they sell out both and without angles now. Similar to when I grew up, angles happened, but we might get to, like 3 a year. It's true because people want to see wrestling regularly live.
So he's saying that CMLL is selling out with or without storylines now, and that's why they're awesome.
I mean, I don't know why they're selling out. Quite frankly, I don't care, because it's lucha and it's Mexico, and it's like a totally different thing in Mexico than it is to America. Good on them, but like, what does that mean for me as a viewer in America? What does it mean for like the popularity overall of pro wrestling if just Mexico is hot?
Nothing at all. They'll try to do shows in Mexico City like WWE and AEW are doing, and they'll try to capitalize off that popularity, but it's big over there. You're not going to bleed the Mexican fan base over to AEW and WWE, and it doesn't work like that.
No. No. Well, so to tie in, like, I don't know if you've heard about like the whole like, since we're talking about CMLL, have you heard about the rumors of Tessa and MLW?
I have not. So she's working with MLW possibly?
Well, there's talks were being reported about her being in talks to go to MLW and wrestle over there. I mean, if that's the case, that'd be a good get for them.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if she wants to compete here in the States, I'd like that. So,
sure.
Z-Strom said it, at least it opened you up to rebrand the AEW Observer, Pot Meat Kettle. And Dave said, you one that has more news on WWE by far than any other company. Sorry, AEW broke your brains to the point any mentions of it triggers you. If you only read, you'll be as smart as the actual smartest posters. It's such an amazing cheat code for knowledge.
Oh, God. How full of yourself can you be, Dave? Yeah, your Observer is the cheat code to knowledge. Oh, God.
He thinks he's a fucking genius.
I am a genius. I'm a super genius. I'm the one booking AEW to the ground right now.
Oh, it's crazy, man. This is what we have in control right now. It's sad. Rezi was saying, all I'm saying is that he never do this shit with an Osprey match or an Omega or a Fletcher or really any white guy. It's just a black woman being endlessly disrespected for laughs. And Meltzer said, shucks to cry racism, when if you actually followed, you would know I in fact did that for an Omega match. So I guess he helped out Omega because he likes him. We already knew that.
Right.
But better thing here is I didn't know Omega was a black woman. Crazy. I'm learning new shit here.
See, like you ever see that woman? You got like the huge fake tits. Like she was like a white woman, but like she's trying to be a black woman now.
Yeah. No, so that's Kenny Omega.
I guess Kenny Omega is like he's a trans black woman in a white man's body. Who would have figured?
Breaking barriers here, I tell you, breaking barriers. So Maria said, "What happened to this? I'll tell you what. You give us how many stars that match gets, and we'll leave you." And Dave said,
if you read, you see I already did more than that. Far more.
Oh, yeah. I got the soiled rags to prove it.
You want me to take a picture?
This is what we got with Dave, I swear.
It's like a big pile of like wadded up paper towels.
There's got to be a fucking tissue mountain in his room, I'm telling you, in the office. Gotta happen.
After every Wrestle Kingdom, there's a tissue.
Those poor garbage men. I feel so bad for them. So Zach Tuttle said,
I will not let you say some shit like that. What? Dave said, some people can learn so much from real life and some just get mad. Don't be the one who gets mad that I observe and learn.
Oh my. Okay. Jesus.
I'm sorry there's so much Dave here. I know if there's any of you that don't like Dave, we had to catch up on all the just retarded shit that he says. Thank you for all the submissions, by the way, Tran High. But yeah, no, it's like it's mind-boggling. Even this one. Tony Khan said, Jesus, Dave, point isn't that they would have violated the stip. Point is the stip was stupid because it made no sense for the type of match. It isn't hard to understand.
I hate to break it to you, but this has been done in wrestling for decades. Also, nobody dies in a death match. And having an obsession because we are fortunate to get such great wrestling is a sad part of life. If there was interference, you'd be the first one to complain about that, you fucking idiot.
I just had an epiphany. You know, like, because we've been talking about, like, Tony Khan needs to be on AEW, right?
Sure.
Dave has to be an on-air character on AEW. Have him be the match reviewer.
I would bring in Dave and Brian. I think to get just, well, and for a feud. That's what, like, not with each other, but for a feud. So, let's go ahead and talk about that. Not sure if you heard, but they actually started fighting on the timeline. It was funny as shit. So, Wrestling Observer.
How do you have a street fight where no one's allowed at ringside? Oh, how do you have a street fight where no one's allowed at ringside? It's ridiculous. What's going to happen, a DQ? Arguing in favor of outside interference in a match where the stip is nobody is allowed to interfere is something.
So he's quote tweeting his own fucking account here, which is great.
Oh my God. He's arguing with his own company.
So Brian said,
it's a no rules match with rules.
So
they said, you're arguing in favor of outside interference in a match when the advertised stip was nobody allowed at ringside and no interference.
Oh, God.
So Brian said,
No! I'm arguing that the idea of a street fight with nobody can interfere rules is inherently ridiculous because of the concept of what a street fight is. If you get angry at someone at the sushi place and say, let's take this outside, Buster, the idea that you can also add, but none of your friends can get my butthole is preposterous. It's one thing to say there will be no outside interference in the Continental Classic, which is a wrestling tournament where the idea is to respect the sanctity of the sport of professional wrestling. This is not that. This was a no-rule street fight.
He's got a post response. Brian.
So Dave said, oh yeah, we got that point. But I think he finished it up. Was this the last one? Oh yeah. Himchero said they're arguing on Twitter now. LMAO. God, I came back just in time.
You mean I've ignored all the topics I've written constantly about?
Oh, God.
Never change, Dave. Never change.
How can you not have a guy like Dave Meltzer on TV? I mean, granted, he's like hideously ugly, but you know what? He's fucking entertaining. Like, how could you be this delusionally crazy and not have him on TV?
Just give him a mic. Every week, give him a mic and let him say whatever the fuck he wants. That's what I say. You know, that's for money.
That'd be fucking great. Like you gotta have Dave as a personality on TV. You gotta, you know, damn it, I'd have to watch AEW just to see it.
You would. I mean, and it would be good, entertaining TV. I'll say that very much, you know, just saying.
It would.
So Brian had to go off. He had to go off on Johnny Russo and thought he was such a dork.
This Johnny Russo bloke. Have you seen the footage of this guy giving promo advice?
Oh, no.
I swear to God.
I've seen the product. I can't imagine his advice is any good.
Bro, you have to Google Johnny Russo promo advice tryout, or however you can get this.
I'll put this in here right now.
Please go home and watch this. This dork is giving promo advice to all of these wannabe wrestlers who actually have been wrestling. It's a tryout. They're, and first off, the way he explains how not to do a promo is exactly how Izzy Dame and what's her name that's now in TNA, whose promos you hated?
Elena Black. Former Cora Jade.
Yep.
Who's gotten better.
Oh my God. He's literally telling you not to do what they do. And then he's giving all this sage advice. And then I watch this show, and these promos are god awful. Why is he giving anyone advice? How did he even get this job? Oh my God. I was dying. I was literally dying as I watched this. You have to see it.
Go take a spot, Brian. Go take it. Show him how it's done.
Listen here, bloke. I'm going to show you how to cut a promo. Now, the first thing you got to do is stick a dick up your ass and take a puff of helium.
Oh, that'd be fucking. I mean, Aaron Rourke's already got him beat to that, so just everyone else just follow suit. Whatever Aaron Rourke is doing, you follow suit.
That's how to be popular in 2026, I tell you. So Dave was talking about one of the best AEW shows of all time.
This was one of the best AEW shows of all time.
And he was talking about the Arena Mexico show with Mark Davis versus Will Ospreay as the main event. Good God.
They had amazing matches on that show. You know what's funny is the rating came in. We got the rating. The rating came in. Nothing to brag about, really.
No, this is Dave for you, bragging about garbage. He was talking about the fakers, though. The Don said, not a secret. In 2026, Old Man Dave still hasn't rated Mercedes versus Maya World Championship match.
Love the fakers here. If you really cared, you have read the issue and would already know in a lot more detail than the vast majority of bouts. You really think the week Dory Jr. passes away and I'm missing great G1 bouts because of it, that I'm watching old wrestling? Come on, you fucking noob.
I mean, shit, he don't got time to watch Dory Jr. matches. Come on, dude. He's got to catch up on G1 bouts. He's got a climax. It's right there. You got to understand, orgasm is more important than fucking watching a women's match. He ain't orgasming to that. It don't work like that.
Well, I mean, come on. Do you think Dave Meltzer would orgasm to women? Come on. No, he wants naked Japanese guys at the fucking Tokyo Nipple Dome at Wrestle Kingdom. That's what he wants. He doesn't want to watch a match between Mercedes versus Maya World on a fucking collision taping. No, that's not what he's going to watch. Quite frankly, I don't want to watch it either.
No, we don't see that. So He's talking about Roman and Seth. Gave it a 4.75 star rating. It's amazing now. That match was absolutely awful. Like it was so slow paced. I thought Seth looked like garbage.
Wasn't Roman's fault.
Roman was doing the best he could, man, but he had to carry that fucking trash bag dressed in Buzz Lightyear tights. So, it's you get what you could. But even that being a 4.75, how did Seth Rollins earn a bigger and better match than Kurt Angle? To me, I'm mind blown, dude.
Right, like over Kurt Angle, Dave has given this guy it's. I don't know what it is. Like, did fucking Kurt Angle threaten to beat him up or something? I mean, what happened?
or gave him a wedgie or a fucking purple nurple or a swirly. You got to wonder what type of grade school shit he did to him in the bathroom. Just saying.
Because he's holding that vendetta.
He is hardcore. So Murder Ibushi said,
"Holy shit, this man is incredible."
Dave said,
"Little secret, in 2076, long after people have forgotten almost all of today's wrestlers, you will be able in multiple cities just walking around the street to see t-shirts and other merch of him, as well as his mask still being sold."
Oh, God.
So I guess Dave, that's through his connections with the government and Black Ops, he has actually accessed time travel, and he took a look into the year of 2076, and that's all it is cybernetic implants and lucha masks. So he knows, dude. He knows what's up.
Yeah, everyone's legally required to wear a lucha mask.
2076, I'm telling you, he's a time traveler. He knows what's
Dave should be legally required to wear a fucking lucha mask. I mean, look at that face. Come on.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Looks like a boiled goblin.
Such a handsome man. Not really. Oh, says Connor Murphy said
inside. Well, not really.
Not that either. Connor Murphy said, "A fine morning after Grand Prix as Arena Coliseum has sold out for the 6th week in a row for the building's 28th sellout of the year. This is the 81st major sellout of the year for CMLL and the 30th to feature probably Mystico or some shit." Dave said,
"I hope people realizing that 30 years from now, people will be looking back at 2025 and 2026 and it stars with so much nostalgia, it's not even funny."
So now he's saying that he traveled to 2056 and that today's stars are fucking mega stars compared to what we got in the future. You know what? I believe you. I hate to say it.
It could be true. It could be true. I highly doubt it. I mean, I think Dave is high on something to be thinking that. I mean, there's no way that people are going to be wearing a fucking Seth Rollins shirt in the year 2050. Come on.
This is proof, though.
They're not wearing them now.
This is proof, though, that I think Dave has access to time travel. So thus far, he already let us know about what's going on in 2056 and 2076. How far does his access go? Is he traveling to other planets? What's going on with this dude?
I've been known to review a match or two on Jupiter. No big deal.
He's watching matches on Venus, dude. That's the thing. He's fucking crazy bastard. So Renzo said 1,379,000.31. He won't even mention it. He won't mention it because it was a great number.
Why would I not mention it? Obviously, it's in the issue out tonight, you fucking idiot.
This is what he does. He anybody who doesn't fully read through it, he's like, "Oh, you didn't pay attention."
It's right there.
Dave, I'm not paying to watch to read your made up news garbage. I mean, come on. Why would I pay for that?
Nobody is. I don't know where he's getting these subscribers from. Just saying.
Seriously,
Scott McLeod said, "No, he explained how wrestling works to you while you muttered something out about WWE brain." Dave said,
"I explained they lived up to the advertising. I don't think you need to go any farther, arguing that they should have not lived up to advertising. Yes, WWE brain."
I never knew that there was a WWE brain. I never knew they had I never knew that they're most of these fans have brains, but apparently they do. He's saying that they do.
I mean, for the mark out there that spent like $700 on a fucking replica Divas title, I don't know.
Yeah, just saying.
A genius right there,
Yeah, real Mensa scholar right there. So let's go ahead and show you Dave's opinions on the Will Ospreay promo and the crowd response.
I was not blown away by this segment.
Yeah, no, it wasn't as strong as the one 2 weeks ago. The one 2 weeks ago was awesome. Couple of things. The crowd was kind of weird. Like when Ospreay did the promo, they certainly cheered big for him when he came out. At certain points in the promo, when he would start talking about his family and everything, and talking about how his grandfather, was his idol. And they were kind of there, and then he said that he passed away. He didn't get to see me, win the Owen Hart tournament. He didn't get to see my my wedding, and the crowd was like kind of quiet. I mean, I guess maybe they were just listening. It was weird, but it was weird. It was a weird quiet, when he was doing that. But I mean, as far as Will is doing, like, and Omega even brought it up. He's doing the heartfelt promo thing, which I think is really good because he comes off as real, and some people don't like it, and they don't like what he is when he comes off as real. But I think that the realness is actually what makes him appealing.
You got to understand that in a wrestling promo, while you bring up some serious weird family shit, that's going to make the crowd quiet. Just saying.
Well, of course it is. Like, what are they thinking?
They aren't. What he's thinking goes,
he's actually bearing his soul, and these fucking idiots don't even care. What the hell?
It's like, this is not a fucking tell-all interview. We're not looking to get him on Oprah Winfrey here. We're just looking for him to cut a wrestling promo,
Right. It's a freaking wrestling promo. It's not like fucking like, oh, he's gonna go sit down on Oprah Winfrey and tell his fucking life story. No.
Yeah, it don't work like that. So it is time for Modern Wrestlers Are Marks, where we talk about the marks that are ruining the industry. We'll start it out first with a guy by the name of Eric Cannon. So he was brought up by CM Punk earlier. You probably don't know who the fuck he is, but he got in an argument with AJ Styles. So AJ said he was paid to wrestle at GCW, not help you put up and take down the ring. That sounds like your job. You just sound like a jealous douche. And Eric said,
I have all the respect in the world for you, AJ. Understand why you defend your son, and it's admirable. But the fuck with it, he can't stay AJ's kid, continue to skirt responsibly, paying his dues, or he can earn the respect of his peers and stand on his own as Avery.
AJ said, you don't ask someone to have dinner at your house and have them do the dishes. He was asked to wrestle at GCW, although grateful for the opportunity. A vet would have talked to him professionally or at least face to face. Eric said,
a 20-plus year vet promoter asked him to help with the chairs twice. Instead of helping, he hid in the locker room until everything was done. My 2 cents isn't going to affect his future, but with all due respect, you stating he doesn't need help is only doing him a disservice.
What a douche.
I'm just thinking to myself, who the fuck is this fucking fat retard? Like you're talking to AJ Styles like that. I'm sorry.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, you and I are more popular in the wrestling business than this guy is.
Yeah.
More people know who we are than know who Eric Cannon is.
Yeah, very bad idea from Eric Cannon. And then, so Cody brought it up and said, you know what? Yeah, I helped out at one time too, but you have to understand he's AJ's son.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't have to. And of course, Eric Cannon licked his balls and said, oh, I respect you, blah, 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 blah. But he should. You did it. Why shouldn't he? That's the whole problem, is like he didn't let it go. He even posted a picture of Jimmy Hart taking down chairs. Like, why'd you need to do this? Jimmy offered to do it. He wasn't coerced into doing it.
It's voluntary. And the thing about it is that, right now, AJ Styles' son is in NXT.
He could be very soon. I mean, he was backstage with all the guys. Maybe they're prepping him. It would be very smart to put AJ's son on TV. He's ready. Just saying.
Oh, yeah. No, I've seen this match. This guy is ready, without a shadow of doubt. Honestly, he looks like, in the ring, he looks a lot like it. Like, he reminded me a lot of AJ Styles' in-ring ability. So, I mean, hey, you know what? I think it'd be a great addition to NXT. They need all the great male talents that they can get. So, I think this guy would be great at that. But for fucking Eric Cannon to be put... Nobody would know about this at all if Eric Cannon didn't fucking make it public.
It's just jealousy, in my opinion. He probably saw how quick this kid was rising with only a couple matches under his belt, already getting WWE's attention. He's like, well, how come they won't sign me? I'm a 30-year vet. I could at least be a road agent or a producer or something. It's like, no, dude, you don't have any potential. What potential you had passed you by. I don't even understand why CM Punk was calling him out after SummerSlam.
Because CM Punk is a fight like
let me show you how much I know about wrestling. I'm so fucking knowledgeable.
It's all a fucking ego thing with Punk. Like, he knows some like obscure indie wrestler that no one's ever heard of.
Well, it backfired on him. It made Punk look like a dickhead for endorsing this guy. So, just saying. So A Tribe Called Stress said, I mean, I get that every parent wouldn't want their child to go through what they had to go through, traveling around the country to wrestle for a hot dog and a handshake. But didn't ROH make you set up and take down the ring? Isn't that part of the dues Natties was talking about? AJ said, you know, it's funny, and I was talking to Booker Gabe literally tonight. He talked about the ring crew that ROH used. That's why we never had to set up or break down the ring, not even the chairs. Want to guess the crew that GCW hired to do that? Exactly.
Right.
And you have to figure a big indie company, they all have their own rig crews. Whether it's GCW, TNA, MLW, even I think JCW has their own ring crew.
Mm-hmm.
All these big companies have ring crews. It's only the really shitty indie companies that hire Eric Canning where everybody has to help out because there's nobody there.
Right. Well, and the thing about it too is like, I mean, even Brett Lauderdale was like, "Hey, don't get me involved in this, man." Yeah. So there's that, but then there's also like there's a lot of wrestlers that then respond. Like AJ Francis responded, Moose responded. There were a few others saying, "I never fucking helped set up the ring or take it down after the show. I was a wrestler. You paid me to wrestle, so I went and wrestled."
Straight up, and that's what it comes down to, especially for somebody who is a great talent. In my opinion, a very unique talent like Avery Styles. We're not going to get another AJ Styles, but we might get something close in Avery, just saying.
Well, absolutely. And like for Eric Cannon to be making this public, like I highly doubt AJ Styles made this public on his own.
One, how often do we see that? A wrestler retire and then his son takes over immediately like that. This is a very cool transition, and I'm all for Avery. I hope he stays healthy. I hope he gets the push that he needs, and I hope he gets the teaching that he needs backstage. I hope they really treat this guy like gold if he's indeed signed by NXT.
Absolutely. And then like even Dutch Mantel is like, you know, back in 1969 when I wrestled, I didn't set up no ring. So even Dutch Mantel, like what, like does Dutch Mantel need to fucking pay his dues?
No, it's a voluntary thing, and honestly,
Right.
let's be honest, the people that do volunteer to do it, they're looking for a spot, just saying, I scratch my back, you scratch my promoters. That's how it is, just saying.
Well, absolutely. And the thing about it, like it's like I'll bring it up one more time.
Sure.
This whole thing wouldn't have been an issue if Eric Cannon didn't make it a public spectacle on social media. He did this because he wanted attention, and he used AJ Styles' son to get attention. That's all he did.
It's dirty, man. Straight up dirty.
Dirty, big time.
Yeah, and even another wrestler, Trent, he spoke about it, and he said, one time somebody asked me to help with the ring crew. I stared them in the eyes and pissed my own pants right there on the spot to teach them a lesson. And Susan said shit, and he said mom. So is that his mom? We always saw Trent's mom on TV. Is that his mom replying? Who knows?
Could be. Could be.
So Charlotte, she was talking about how she agrees with the idea that she should be a main attraction in WWE.
Take the eye out.
Yeah, seriously. Well, speaking on Busted Open Radio, Charlotte had this to say. You want to go for it, or you want me to do it?
I got you.
Okay.
Well, speaking of Busted Open Radio, former WWE Women's Champion Charlotte Flair commented on being paired with Alexa Bliss in a tag team. Here's what Charlotte had to say. Do I agree that I should be the man attraction? Yes. Do I think that I should be looked at and marketed like that champion that you're thinking? Yes. But I think being in this tag, whether it's slow or not for some of my fans, I think there is a bigger picture that I'm going to keep working towards, keep fighting for that, keep pairing me with people to keep me over at their expense. Look at how devalued Alexa is. So in me being able to be comedic with Lexi, or in the tag, or working with so many different characters, and I don't want to say underdog, but I am kind of like an underdog right now. No. I think it's just showing that vulnerability and showing that, like, hey, I don't need to have a man event. Like, I'm interesting.
No, Charlotte, you're not. You're not.
And I think people just got, like, how do you relate to being great? Or being heavily pushed and shoved up their ass and down their throat. But I just didn't realize, like, what it took to sacrifice to, like, hey, I'm a character, but I was actually really good at being bad in the ring and to look at, and it was almost too good at being bad.
Yeah, you are too good at being a bad wrestler. I will give you that. But this shows you her ego. Charlotte has the biggest ego out there, and it's stroked by people at Busted Open Radio. They're the main Charlotte strokers out there. They love stroking her. I don't know why, but there it is.
Well, I think Charlotte likes it too. You know, she likes getting stroked.
That she does. So yeah, let's go to another mannish woman called Jordan Grace. How y'all gonna ban me after one warning? So she's basically bitching about getting banned by Cage Match.
Oh God.
Because she was putting 1-star ratings on all of her enemies. So she was banned for spamming 1-star rating on her enemies. And here's what they said: consequences of the warning. Due to the severity of the violations, all of your ratings and comments have been removed.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. Can you say that like an effeminate,
sure,
the effeminate dork that posted it?
Okay.
Consequences of the warning. Due to the severity of the violation, all of your ratings and comments have been removed. You're free to continue to use the rating system if you wish. And if you follow the rules from now on, there will be no further warnings. Keep in mind that continued misuse of the rating system will result in further warnings, and you may be banned from participating in the rating system altogether.
Oh my God. Like they think they're hot shit. Like, you just banned Jordan Grace, you fucking idiots. Good God.
Dude, that's Jordan Grace. That's one of your most popular posters. What the hell, man? The egos. So yeah,
hitting my enemies where it hurts most and giving them a 1-star rating on WikiFeet.
So apparently there's a lot of wrestlers on WikiFeet if you're looking for that. There it is.
It's like, I mean, like, man, we weren't kidding when we said the wrestlers are bigger marks than the fans.
Yeah, they're doing anything they can to make that money, just how it is.
Yeah.
So, another woman who is doing anything she can to make money, Maxine Dupree was asked how she's been enjoying being a heel.
I love it. Y'all pissed me off for 3 years. I have so much to get off my chest.
What? There's nothing on there.
I can finally be honest. It's amazing.
Like you could pick a flatter chested chick to say something like this. Just saying.
Well, I mean, like, I would imagine after she said that, they probably cut it out, but this is probably what you said.
Oh, never changed Maxine. So Darby, he was talking about going to a Haywire show, and this is what he had to say.
I went to a Haywire show a couple of months ago for the first time, and I was climbing on the ceiling, and the security guards ripped me off and tried to throw me out.
What the fuck was he doing climbing on the ceiling? This is the type of drugs, this type of money you have for good drugs when you work for Tony. Who knows what high-grade cocaine he's on where he's climbing on the fucking ceiling, literally like a spider monkey.
I mean, maybe he just wants to, unalive himself. I mean, like, maybe he's just like that's his drug. It's like he's like,
it's the only thing that gets me high. Just jumping off of shit and almost dying.
It could very well be, just saying. So, Big D Monet said, they always send fans to watch our show. You gotta have somebody to fill up the crowd. Just saying. Yeah, that's going on with Big D. Shawn Michaels decided to do an epic recreation of his photo from back in the day. Wow. Talk about going down the drain.
Holy crap. I mean,
Wow.
he looks like the fucking, like, it looks like if the Crypt Keeper tried to be Shawn Michaels. That's what he looks like now.
Yeah.
What happened to him? Like, this can't all be aging.
Drugs. Lots of drugs. Lots and lots of drugs.
Like, this should be like the perfect PSA of, like, not do drugs. If you do drugs, you'll look like Shawn Michaels.
Just saying, man. Don't matter if you turn to Christianity or not. But Shiloh Hill is apparently going and doing, like, he's doing weird shit on the side. So he said,
perfect week to be watching NXT from home because now I can watch on CW while I'm relaxing inside and on ESPN Unlimited app while I'm sprinting through the night committing crimes.
What is this guy doing? Is he breaking into houses? What the fuck is Shiloh Hill doing over in Florida? Is the NXT pay that bad that he has to fucking rob people's houses and pawn their shit? Is that how bad it is?
See, I don't think he's robbing people. I think he's doing some Santa Claus shit. And what I think he's doing is, I think he's like breaking into houses and like leaving like roadkill.
Dumps under the tree. Who knows?
I hope they enjoy it.
Who knows? Sean Ross Sapp, though, he was saying, fight forever.
Oh, God.
These dorks. They want every match to go longer. We want it to go shorter. They want it to go longer. We can't live in the same world with these people. I tell you.
You know what I think? I think like they've gotten like an agenda to drive as many people away from wrestling as they can. Like they just make it as niche and boring as possible, and that way, I guess Sean Ross Sapp will be like the king of what's left.
I kind of feels like that. So, Stephanie, she had Jacob Fatu on her podcast, and Jacob Fatu was talking about where he came up with the Samoan werewolf name. So speaking with Stephanie McMahon on What's Your Story, Fatu said, it started from the movie Twilight, you know? Like, I saw that movie, and it was fucking awesome, dog, so I started doing that shit, like, because I was, like, working with Gangrel, and he's a vampire, you know? And then, like, my parents are like, you know, like, there ain't no werewolves over in Samoa. And I said, I ain't been there, like, since I was a kid. How the fuck would I know? So, I love it how they just said, they lead it off with, it came from Twilight, and that was literally, like, 4 words, and then everything else is about fucking Gangrel and him training with Rikishi and all this other shit. So, we don't know how big of a Twilight fan he is. He's probably a huge Twilight fan. Who knows?
It could be. I mean, but like he had a good start, and then it just turned into like rambling, retarded nonsense. But you know, he tried.
That's him. You know, it's from getting pounded in the ass in jail. You know, that's what happens. So, all right, let's continue this. Got some more wrestling for you. So, okay, so let's go to, I want to show you the clip of this. This is Stephanie McMahon. She's trying to be hip and urban. I love this.
You know, you just got to feel it, man. You just got to come in from the soul with the yarramino, organic. Yeah, yeah, real yarramino. All gas, no brakes with it. You know what I mean? What's your story, though? Yeah, can we tap in with that?
Hype.
I mean, come on with it.
What it's all about.
Yeah.
Who's more brain damaged in that video?
Jacob by a little bit.
By a tiny bit.
Tiny bit.
by a tiny bit. All right, let's talk about Cody. Cody was, he said the neck tattoo, he would say he widely considered the greatest regret of his life.
Smart.
So, yeah, he was talking about this, and here's what he had to say on his What Do You Want to Talk About podcast.
Well, speaking on the what do you want to talk about podcast, WWE star Cody Rhodes discussed his neck tattoo. Here's what Cody had to say.
I stand by the fact that I think the work is great and the artist is great, but I also feel, I think I've revealed on this pod before, the neck tattoo I widely consider the greatest forget of my life. You know what? I live with it, you know? I'm just not going to try to get it removed, and we're going to rock this to the very end. But when I thought, and then when I saw my jaw was so big, my life changed looking in the mirror. If my dad was to come back to life, he would not say congrats. He would lose his shit.
You ruined yourself, Daddy. What the hell? I mean, you look gay as hell already, and you're going to put that stupid-ass neck tattoo on. What you thinking, Cody?
He listens the impressions. He knows, man. He fucking knows.
He knows. They know. They know.
Dude, you can afford it. You can afford to get it lasered off. Do it. Fuck it. Cover it up. Who cares?
Just get it lasered off. It's right. I mean, like, granted, like it's going to hurt like shit. It's going to hurt way more than getting the tattoo. But do you really want to have that goofy ass neck tattoo on? I'd say no.
No, you don't want your kid remembering that shitty neck tattoo. Get it off as soon as you can.
Well, and the thing about it is, like, there are some cool neck tattoos out there. If you got a neck tattoo, I bet yours is cool. Cody Rhodes, I mean, that is like unbelievably fucking goofy. And why did he get it on the side of his neck? Like, why that side?
It looks like an edgelord kid from the 90s decided to get a tattoo, and that'd be his first tattoo, is getting a flaming skull on his neck. Just saying.
Oh, it is flaming.
And it is. But, Cody had to be flaming with a certain dog and an award show. They don't know. They don't know how he is with dogs, so he was allowed to get away with that. Had they known, that wouldn't have happened, I guarantee you.
I bet if they had put a mic up close, they would have gotten,
so why don't you and I split this down and get a hotel? Oh,
yes. Poor dog. Poor dog. Oh, okay. Speaking of dog faces, we got Aubrey here, who said, 73 minutes and 54 seconds. CMLL's men's Grand Prix match was the most physically demanding match of my career. It was also one of my proudest moments, being the first woman ever to officiate the men's match, spending the entire time in the ring, no less. Mexico, you are always good to me, but this trip was especially wonderful. Muchísimas gracias por todos. Te quiero muchos y nos vernos pronto. Look at this tired horse. Somebody take her out back, damn it. She's had too much time on the track.
Give her an apple.
Give her an apple, give her a carrot, do something.
Give her an apple and rub her head and say, good girl.
That's what's going on there. Now we got to talk about Conrad Thompson. So, Conrad Thompson said Roman Reigns is probably the most overrated main eventer in WWE history.
Nah.
So here's what he had to say.
Okay.
I'm going to give you it's a hot take, but I think it's going to annoy you and probably piss me off. But here it goes. I think Roman Reigns is probably the most overrated main eventer in WWE history. Like, I know this isn't a wrestling term, it's a music term, but Roman Reigns is what the music industry would call an industry plant. I don't think Roman Reigns disappears tomorrow. WWE's fortune changes at all. I think they push him so hard against the grain, down our throats is a phrase that Triple H would use about why they're not pushing Braun Breaker. Well, they push Roman down our throats forever. I just don't know if there's any real truly fanatical Roman Reigns fans. We've been conditioned to believe he's the top guy, but there's no real reason. I don't believe that anybody could say he's my favorite Roman Reigns match. When people talk about their favorite match ever, how many people list a Roman Reigns match? How many people list their favorite promo ever as a Roman Reigns match?
Every time I think of Conrad Thompson, I think of Rob Reiner from South Park, just in a fat fuck in a sweater, constantly eating.
Margoo.
That's what I think of. So yeah, of course he's a fat fucking retard, and of course Eric Bischoff is sidestep with him, believes everything he says. No, Roman is in the spot he is because he looks like a star and is a star. He's a fucking true athlete in today's modern wrestling. He's one of the true few stars that we have left.
Well, I mean, he really is. I mean, like, it's you got to go with who you got. I mean, like, and look, is Roman Reigns a top merch seller? Yeah. Is Roman Reigns a ticket mover? To some degree, he is. I mean, not as much as it used to be, but you could thank Triple H for a lot of that. Like, at the end of the day, if they're not happy about Roman Reigns being shoved up, like, who else do you got? Now, granted, you got to build people up, but Triple H can't build people up.
Nope.
You've seen it. We have almost 5 years of evidence now that Triple H cannot build people up. He just can't.
Well, the people he gets behind aren't stars and never will be, like
No.
Bronson Reed, who said, I miss kayfabe. Yet you break it every fucking day on your X account.
Right.
This is what I love, is they'll say I miss kayfabe, yet you break it all the time. You respond to dumbass wrestling fans. You don't. One of the biggest things that a wrestler learned back in the 90s and the 2000s, sell the haters. These fuckers feed them.
Because they're fragile. Like they have not been trained to deal with it, so they just go off. And like that's not how you do things. Like you got to be a professional. And they're not professionals. They're not. They could whine all they want about it, but like at the end of the day, we're not watching pros on TV. We're watching a bunch of grown-up crybabies. We're watching adult children wrestling matches now.
Well, one thing you're seeing more than ever is even people that Triple H has pushed or got behind, they're crying. Bronson crying right here. Even Carmelo Hayes thinking that he's benched.
Oh God, no! I mean, you're benched because you're boring.
Yeah,
like
this
is actually
realize.
Right. This is like one of the things that I actually support from Triple H is benching Carmelo Hayes. Is what are you going to get other than a great match? You're going to get a great promo. Does he have an aura? Does this guy have charisma? No. So like, what are you getting out of him? Like, what is JD from New York jerking off over with Carmelo Hayes? I've never seen it. Even back when he was in even in Black and Gold NXT and then NXT 2.0. It wasn't there. They were trying to push him, and there was just they were making Trick Williams his henchman. There's nothing there with the guy.
There never will be anything there with the guy. All the internet fans can say that he's baller and hoops and all this other fucking stupid shit, but when it comes to actually being a wrestler, a true wrestler, he's not. He's a one-trick pony. That's how it is.
Well, and he's not a draw either, so it's like what are people losing their shit over?
Nothing. So Charlotte said, go ahead.
Strength, presence, legacy, 2 alpha males, 1 ring.
Say that again. 2 wieners, 1 ring.
Okay. Strength, presence, legacy, 2 alpha males, 1 cock ring, 2-night Smackdown.
Lucky you if you got to watch that. Not really.
Fuck. Like people wonder why. It's not a mystery as to why people aren't watching Smackdown because that's what you're getting.
Yeah, it's very, very bad. So, EC3, he had a moment of clarity recently on the Outlaw Mud Shit circuit. So here's him looking out of it.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing 231 pounds. He is the top 1%. EC3.
Damn, it's rough to see EC3 like that, man. Drugged out, hurt, everything, man.
See, I wish the ring announcer would have been like honest and say, EC3, 6'2", 231 pounds. Most of it is his roid gut.
Sadly. So he had to defend himself online, and he said,
For actual context, the clip making the rounds is from my second match of the day after 4 a.m. wake up, international travel, layover airport cardio, multiple flights, pull down training upon landing, and an entrance where I'm intentionally selling an already tender leg. Selling. Professional wrestling is built on communicating consequence. If one is beat up, tired, or protecting a body part, the intent is to show it.
Sure.
So, travel, disrupted sleep, altered meal timing, hydration changes, and hours of sitting also tend to throw your digestive system completely off schedule. Disrupted biology doesn't care what time bell it is, or if it misses the morning constitutional. Anyone who's maintained very low body fat for years knows your physique can change noticeably from one day, even hour to hour, based on perfectly ordinary physiology. Despite my own vanity in maintaining sub 10% body fat at 220-ish pounds, I'm not particularly interested in doing sit-ups.
So he continued,
I'd rather spend that time figuring out how to keep the next generation physically capable, creatively fulfilled, mentally resilient, and confident in themselves than my generation was coached to be. After 20 years of rings, ropes, travel, negative energy, and occasional injuries, I've learned plenty through trial and error. At Exodus Pro, we built our training around those lessons. Smarter strength, better nutrition, recovery, movement quality, longevity, creative freedom, and positive belief. Because some of us eventually decide to become the people we wished had been there to show us the way. Not because those ideas are trendy, but because I don't want the people coming after me paying the same physical, creative, or mental price I did just to discover what actually works.
It's not done.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's where my energy goes, not into bathroom mirror selfies or internet defense.
Oh, like these 4 posts?
As I write this, I'm sitting in another airport on another layover. If anyone needs me, I'll be at the D gates getting my steps in, voodoo flossing my ankle, wacky lymphatic movements, and getting ready to do it all over again. Building wrestlers, building people, trying to leave this business better than I found it, or until somebody finally kicks my ass.
I'm guessing somebody kicked his ass really bad and he woke up as Ryback, because that's what it fucking sounds like.
Dude, okay, EC3, look, all right. You could have saved a lot of time, and you could have had a really funny post that would have had a lot of views if you had just said, I ate Taco Bell and I was holding in a dump. Get off my ass.
That's all he had to do.
Yeah.
But no, he had this fucking Bible to show you guys. I had to show you how psycho he is. I had to show you how psycho it is. I'm sorry. Yes, we're done now for EC3.
EC3, just poke fun at yourself. Like, have a laugh at yourself. It's okay to do it. Like, Punk would probably die if he did, but I think you'd be okay.
Yeah, just saying. So Ego was talking about the Ego. So Ethan Page says he requested that Ego will be removed from his WWE theme.
I requested it, so look, I hate the wrestling business right now and how sing-songy Disney it is. I think it's corny, I think it's lame, and I think we've been setting this precedent that the fans are allowed to overtake the show. I'm not one of those performers. I don't really care if the people are enjoying themselves. My entrance theme is for me. It's like my fight music. So I'm making my entrance, I have business to take care of, I have stuff to do. I don't really think I want to be hearing a bunch of people while I sing my song, too, trying to distract me by saying, Ego! Waffle! Fans often do that, you know, they chant that I have big fat titties, and, you know, I'm tired of it. Stop making fun of me!
Fucking crybaby.
Bro, he's on the verge of, like, tearing his hair out. I mean, like, dude, if we were there in attendance, we could have gotten him to Chris Hero.
Yeah, just saying, we would have definitely made him have a mental breakdown. So, here he was talking about how he admits the Raw grind has left him exhausted and emotionally numb.
I'll say I've wrestled on Monday Night Raw every single week for the last 8 or 9 weeks. We're on a bit of a streak right now. It's a blur, but also a dream come true, both simultaneously at the same time. there are moments where it kind of clicks in. You get the realization of like, oh wait, no, it's all happening. Everything I wanted to happen is happening. Then there's also moments where you're like, oh no, I'm on 2 hours of sleep. I have to get to this city because I have to wrestle tomorrow against so-and-so. Yeah, it's a big tornado. Yeah, but also, no, it's so busy that you kind of don't feel anything. You're just emotionally going through this never-ending work schedule where you're trying to remind yourself how cool it is. You know what? I'm not doing a good job at telling you guys how happy I am. I'm exhausted, okay? I'm really hoping this coffee helps me out during this interview.
What a fucking pussy. You can't take the fucking grind, bitch.
Then fucking leave. I mean, like, what is WWE going to lose if, like, he's not there? What, like one more fucking doughy bitch shitty loser that's got no charisma? Oh, no. God, no, please. No. Oh, what are we going to do? We're going to have to replace him with Mason Rook. Oh, God.
God, this is what we got for modern wrestlers, man. So much thin skin. So Phoenix, his hopes and dreams got washed down the toilet when, neither him nor Penta made it to the finals. So that's not going to happen. Sorry, buddy. Gunther had this to say, is what he had to say.
I never fell for that one. I thought throughout it. I said, you're not bullshitting me, mama. It's not real. I know what you're doing.
Gunther on not falling for Santa Claus being real.
He comes across as like the most miserable fucking child. You know, he got home from school and he's like, his mom's like, Gunther, did you do your homework? And he's like, no, mama, I just got home. Do it now. You know, you could know that this guy got his ass beat by his mom all the time. Just saying.
You know what? But like, maybe that's true. But you know what? I feel like he was happier when he was fat. Gunther, we're giving you permission. You can become a butterball again. Go eat all the donuts.
Yeah, just get back on the chocolate diet, man. The German chocolate diet. It works for a fat ass like you. Just saying.
It'll work, man. I mean, it'll get you over. I mean, if like I tell you, man, fat Gunther is money.
It is. There's definitely money to be made there. Unfortunately, there's no money to be made in Triple H's company. This is what he had to say about $1 trillion.
Triple H on Danhausen.
I didn't even know they made $1 trillion bills.
They don't, you fucking retard.
This is how dumb he is. He's like,
wow, $1 trillion bills. Wow, you know, wow, cool. All right, you know, maybe they can pay me one. I don't know.
Something. So here, Blake Monroe was talking about, asked about her experience working with Triple H. He's amazing. He's so hands-on, and I'm really excited. I work with him a little bit, but obviously I haven't had my official debut just yet. I'm excited for the entrance because I think my entrance is going to change a little bit. I feel like Triple H is very good at the entrances, so I'm excited to see what he came up with. I've kissed your asshole, Triple H. You going to put me on TV yet?
No.
But I got the work right.
I don't care. No, yeah. You're a bit too pretty for me. You know, I like them manly. You know, look at Charlotte. You know, that's what you got to look like.
Okay, I'll go get the surgery done. So, Triple H was talking about what it takes, is what he had to say.
Triple H responds to criticism that the same names are always featured in WWE's top spots.
When anybody says, why am I not in that spot? I don't know. Are you more over than Cody? Are you more over than Roman? Are you more over than Punk? Are you more over than Liv? Io? Get there, you know? Make those crowd reactions happen. Whatever you need to do, make it happen. Because creative won't. If you're not willing to earn that spot, you shouldn't have it anyway.
Did he just say Cody's a star?
Yes. He said Io's a star.
What the wow. This is the brain damage on full display. This is the man in charge of the most popular wrestling company on the planet. Very sad. Very sad.
And people wonder why like Raw and Smackdown are dying in the ratings, and no one cares about WWE. Like I bet there are more people who care about AEW than care about WWE now. Like they're dying off.
I wouldn't be surprised. Just saying, it's really become a tragic problem.
Nope.
Gabe Sapolsky, one of Triple H's hires, saw that Jackson Drake was saying, "This fossil was signed to WWE for 4 years. I've been signed for 6 months, and my impact has already usurped his. LMAO him calling my shitty acting when it's 10 times better than he ever was, and that he inspected the industry until somebody asked for advice on how to be as shit as he is." And Gabe said, 22-year-old talent with super high ceiling. Learning his craft in developmental and gaining experience in front of the world, but let's drag him for engagement and hits. He's hitting back. Can he defend himself? Well, not only that, but this is what Gabe, he's trying to put over this piece of shit talent, Jackson Drake. This is a guy who trained under Gabe, and look how terrible he is now in NXT.
Right. Well, and like this guy, Gabe Sapolsky, defending him, let's not drag this idiot for making a stupid statement. Well, I'm sorry. Then why even let him, then take away his fucking social media account?
Yeah, just very stupid shit right there. We found out Triple H, he has been a favorite to many people growing up, even to a villain like EDP.
My favorite wrestler growing up, I would probably have to say was like Triple H, you know what I mean? Because Triple H was a fucking piece of shit. Like, he did what the fuck he had to do to get to the top, and he didn't give a damn who he fucked over. He didn't give a damn how you felt about him. Like, take a hammer, bash your fucking brains out, cool, fuck it, take his title and leave. I always loved the bad guys, you know. After a while, the whole, you know, typical bullshit where it's like, you know.
I would really love to interview Triple H and be like, so what do you think of that EDP endorsement?
No comment. Besides, you just look at him. You know, does he have the right look? I mean, you know, maybe for a certain kind of file, you know, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's rough out there, folks. And two of his favorite female talents were playing grab ass at the Comic-Con for no reason.
What are you doing? Hey, I'm gonna get you tomorrow.
They're just all a bunch of overgrown kids back there, I tell you.
They are. I just wish Liv would have kicked her in the face. Don't you?
If only. That would have been amazing. I wish Jacob Fatu would get kicked in the face for saying this. So he suggests online critics step into a ring to see if they could take a punch to the face from us.
God.
So here's what he had to say. So he was on the No Contest Wrestling podcast with O'Shea Jackson, and he said, you thought all the people who feel like, you know, they could do this about the business, you know, the people online that think that they got this, that say they can step in the ring and do what I do on every PLE and hurt themselves and look like a fat piece of shit. They think they could do this shit. You can't do what I do. No gas, no brakes, baby. You can't look like a fucking idiot like I do. You can't look like a lackey like I do. You can't look like a little bitch like I do. You can't run the ropes like I do. If you try to step in the ring, dog, you fucking shit yourself like CM Punk. And I'd say to myself, I'm like, dude, that's why we have these thin-skinned wrestlers. Notice how back in the day, none of the fucking top wrestlers even mentioned the fans. You never saw an interview with the Undertaker or The Rock saying, these fans, they need to shut up. They're getting under my skin. You never saw that shit.
No.
Ever.
No, you didn't, because they were trained to be tough. They had to deal with it. They had to work the territories. They had to work the other companies where and the fans back then, they were not coddled. Like, Vince was not coddling them, and this is a Triple H thing. This is clearly only a Triple H thing. That you never saw this with Vince. You never did.
Yeah, he lets these talents get away with everything. He lets them break kayfabe. He doesn't care, you know. They just can talk about the business openly, you know. So this is how it is. Somebody who's being a little bit too open is Megan Bayne, who said that Joey Janelle said if Tony Khan had some balls, he would let Megan Bayne wrestle guys on TV. No, Tony Khan has balls. That's why he's not putting Megan Bayne in fucking stupid intergender matches like GCW does. Just saying.
Right. I mean, like, what good's gonna come out of it?
You emasculate your top male stars. They never come back from that. Less ratings. Anything more? That's about it.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, like you would like AEW shows that have even less people in attendance.
Yeah, it's very
only the real fans would be in attendance.
Very dumb idea, but this is what we got. This is why Joey's in the indie. So, during Joey Janelle's appearance on Fightful in the Weeds, he said that Megan Bayne tells him all the time he looks like a crackhead on most days.
let's get some facts out there. No one's gonna care. But people send me these fucking Reddit threads whenever I get into drama. Every other person says I'm some kind of meth head, some kind of crackhead. That I smoke meth and that I smoke crack. I was never a drugs guy. Let's get that out there right now. Megan said it best. She said, well, sometimes, Joey, you actually look like, actually not sometimes, most of the time, in all your fucking Instagram pictures, you look like a fucking crackhead. This way people call you a crackhead because you make these crackhead faces. Janelle continued, let's get it out there right now. I do not smoke crack. I've never smoked crack. I'm sure it's a wonderful feeling that the first couple of times you hit that crack pipe.
Why is it all the crackheads always saying they don't smoke crack? CM Punk says he doesn't smoke meth.
Right.
Joey Janela says he doesn't smoke crack. Why do you, like, what are you trying to hide?
I mean,
what are
like,
you insecure about?
Did it touch a nerve there, Joey?
Just saying.
Right.
Just saying, don't do drugs. Somebody obviously has been doing a lot of drugs since time off. That's why he shaved his head, and now he's Tommy End again. And he's cutting serious, boring promos of him waking up and doing art shows and shit, or whatever the fuck he's doing now. So, here's a overrated, blown-out indie veteran waiting to get paid way too much by some company and then leaving 6 months later. Here he is.
Right. Yeah, it's like, what are you getting out of Tommy? Are you going to get great promos, charisma, a compelling character?
No.
And even if you bring him in to wrestle, like he's going to get injured, more than likely.
There's really no hope whatsoever to bringing in Tommy End. It's Tommy Butt End, Back End, however you want to say it. Something that was, I didn't expect this, but apparently somebody who used to work with him back in the day, Shinsuke Nakamura, I found some sort of weird animation of him. I'm going to show it to you.
豆柴
中村慎介一番すげえのはプロレスなんだよ出た止まりで
たぎってますね
誰だ
ねえ知ってるラクダは怒ると胃袋を吐き出すんだっていやお
いや
一番すげえのは豆知識なんだよ
豆柴いや
How bad is it that the pharmaceutical commercials over in Japan blow away the one we have in the States?
Because, like, I think they, like, to them, I think it's unintentional comedy.
Yeah.
Like, I think that even they don't know how funny they are.
It's a possibility, man. But somebody who is unintentionally funny is Mason Rook. So him and Cam Hendricks have been getting into it. And Cam said, he's big, he's bad, he's ba-da-da-da-da. He's loving it. And Mason said, I'm loving this about as much as you're loving Monday nights, bud. So I guess he's throwing shade at him getting called up to main event spots, which is not something you throw shade at, but whatever. So,
because he's where, like, the people that really love their craft of wrestling. Oh God, like, so he's a big fucking mark on top of being a big waterbed. I mean, come on.
Oh, he's a huge mark. So he had a Photoshop of him in a mask and said, "Reckon they would notice?" And Pete Dunne said, "You'll never get away with this, mate." Somebody had to tell him. So that's what's going on there. Matt Cardona, Danhausen versus Dirty Dom is currently one of the lowest rated matches in WWE history on Cage Match. And Matt says, who gives a shit about Cage Match? And Russell Features said, you? And quote tweeted, holy fucking shit, Cardona versus Josh Bishop is currently rated 9.99 on Cage Match. To say that people love this match would be an understatement.
Oh my God. Oh, that's what you call getting, like, they just trashed him right there, man.
He got
absolutely wrecked him.
Got nuked by the dorks. They never forget the receipts. You should know that, Matt. But somebody forgot how to rap, but they did it anyways on camera. So here's Tiffany Stratton rapping to Cardi B.
Riding with my tornado, and we all look good as fuck. She said she my op, but I don't know. I had to look her up. I know that I'm rich, but I can't help it, bitch. I'm good as fuck. I've been on these bitches' neck so long, sometimes my fucking stuck. You not with me, bet tomorrow. Sing every word of up tomorrow. Keep your mouth shut tomorrow.
Oh my God, I didn't know this. I thought. Hold on.
Tiffany, why?
Don't do that again. Don't do that again, please.
I mean, you're pretty, but why? Why?
Yeah, and if you let them know how much they suck, what happens? they black out their account. This is what happens with these female wrestlers. You can't let them know how much they suck or else they black out their account. So that happened with Stephanie Beck here. So, yeah.
What a shame.
That's what happens. The Murdercock Monster, he's raising kids and also talking about how you better bring men in the butt for whatever reason, and has Orange Cassidy's face in his tits. So, and he's just rubbing in how he just loves being in AEW, gay AEW for that matter. So, yeah.
Come suck on my titties, Orange Cassidy.
I'm surprised he's not wearing a training bra, just saying.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what's going on there. So, speaking of gay marks, we got to show you Stone Cold Steve Austin. He had a great time with this kitty.
Here, buddy. Where's Macho? Where's Macho? You don't know where he is? I bet he's still out hunting. You don't know where he is? Well, let's go look over here. Machi! Machi! Oh, he ain't here, buddy. Come here. Get on over here. Good boy. All right, we're looking for Macho. Macho's on a hunting trip. Macho's worried about him, about dusky dark. Macho's a worrywart, always worries about his little brother. All right, we gotta go find Machi. There he goes. Search party.
You know, he says marky stuff about wrestling, but at least he loves and respects his animals, his cat. So I'll give him props for that.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I mean, yeah. So good on him for that.
I mean, he could be like JD, who knows what he does with cats. So JD had to freak out about AEW as usual. He doesn't watch it, but he still watches it, if that makes any sense.
Match after match after match after match. Everything starts to look the same. Everything starts to feel the same. And to go back to what he just said, which is the most imperative point I want to make, this was a show that Tony Khan got overly excited about. And this was a show that Tony Khan was excited to put together because he's just happy to be in Arena Mexico. It didn't do anything for All In. Whether you want to sit there and tell me it did something for All In, it did not. The only thing that happened that was of any importance on this show was Maxwell Jacob Friedman and him coming back. And that's it. Nothing else on this show led to anything going into All In. You can sit there and claim, oh, the Mark Davis and Will Ospreay match made sense. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. What does Ospreay have to do with Mark Davis, who's in the Don Callis family, when he's going after Kenny Omega? Where is Kenny Omega? Why isn't he on Arena Mexico? Why isn't the world champion being presented on this show? What does Statlander or Persephone have to do with All In? Nothing. Mercedes and Willow, what was forwarded there? Nothing. There was no dialogue between them. We still don't even know why Mercedes is with Divide Dominion. Fletcher and Speedball, what was forwarded going into All In? The new Trios champions, how does that factor into All In? The Jericho six-man tag, how does that factor into All In? The eight-man tag that opened the show, how does that factor into All In? So everything that I just said, you put into the blender, you missed an entire week of television, and you opted not to tell any stories going into All In for 1 week. Now you're going to be minus 7 days off the 25 going into Wembley. For what? 3 hours of professional wrestling on TV that told zero story. Yet this show is going to get a 9.8 on Cage Match because that's all anybody grades coming out of AEW. Meanwhile, the one thing that we're all begging for is fucking story. And the only guy to give it to you is the guy that you took the belt off of, who you took out of the main event of Wembley Stadium.
Dude, why do you still watch a show that you don't like?
Well, right. I mean, why do you still watch it? But man, I'm about to cut a fucking rant on this guy.
Go for it. Talk about it.
Okay, all right. So here you go. All right. Listen, JD, you fucking hypocrite. You fucking liar. You grifting piece of garbage. Let me tell you something right now. We had to battle you for fucking years. You had so many people calling us contrarians. Those TWRP assholes are contrarians. Oh, they think NXT Black and Gold sucks because it's nothing but long, boring matches and there are no storylines and the promos suck. Motherfucker, you were sucking matchmark dick for fucking years and now you see where the fucking tide has turned, where the fans are going. Now you're fucking wanting characters and stories. Fuck you, JD. You got what you fucking wanted. You got everything you fucking wanted. You got Triple H taking over WWE. You got a legitimate competitor to WWE and AEW that's got a lot of money behind it. You got everything you fucking wanted and you're still not fucking happy. You're a fucking liar. You're a grifter. You're disingenuous. Nobody should fucking believe a word you fucking say, you piece of shit. Look, criticize us all you want. I don't give a fuck. But the one thing you got to say about us is that we've been consistent about Triple H and what wrestling needs to be. We've wanted characters and storylines since the fucking beginning of our channel. 8 fucking years. Nobody can call us a fraud. Nobody. I don't want to hear anybody calling us frauds. We've been consistent. We've since day fucking one. We wanted characters and storylines. We've never been fucking match marks. The only time we ever gave Triple H a chance to say, you know what? Because we're gonna give him a chance, let him see what he does, and he proved us right. He proved us fucking right. We knew what Triple H would do. We knew what AEW would become. We've been from fucking day one. Yet there are people who watch this fucking lying piece of shit. They watch JD and they take him seriously. He's a joke. He's a clown. He's a liar, and he's lying to you.
Oh yeah, there's like accounts like Jay from the SAT that say, "Oh, look at the facts that he's speaking."
Oh God!
And I'm thinking
look
to
at
myself,
the grift he's speaking.
Well, I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, the whole reason he's doing this right now is literally because he started working with Coachin' Bro. He was not saying this shit before he started working with Vince Russo. The minute that he starts working with Vince Russo, he starts parroting his fucking opinions to fit in.
Right.
Just saying. You could see the track record, you could see where he's going, and it started when he started working with Vince Russo. That's when he started going with this whole storylines matter bullshit, because you're trying to fit in with Vince.
But
that's
also
what it is.
Well, I think that's a really big part of it. But we also got to look at the people on social media, the fans on social media. Look at how much they've turned against Triple H in the past year. Now what's JD saying? He was sucking Triple H dick, making every excuse. It's Vince McMahon is working in the weeds, bros. He's working in the weeds. And then in 2026, what'd you see? Like on a dime, pivots. Oh, fire Triple H, get him out of there.
That's what I'm saying. As soon as he started working with Vince Russo, he changed his opinion on the fucking dime. This is Mr. Work Rate Boy. This is the type of guy that wanted Andrade at the very top, wanted Johnny Gargano to hold the WWE World title. He wanted Tommaso Ciampa to dominate. This is the type of person that should not be listened to. He has no authentic opinions at all. And like my brother was saying very well, great rant by the way,
Thank you.
is that yes, this is a big fucking issue. This guy is a snake oil salesman. He's a fucking grifter. And what he's doing is he's telling his dumbass modern wrestling fan base that obviously doesn't know how much of a hypocrite he is, that, oh yeah, look at all this shit that Tony's fucking up on. He needs stories. We were saying this way before you were. Way before, I hate to say it, way before Vince Russo was.
Mm-hmm.
And now that he's working with Russo, he's got to parrot him. It's pathetic. It's disgusting. And it shows you that JD should not be listened to, and he has no opinions of his own.
No. What JD does is because he's got such a big account, he's got to follow where the fans are going. And he sees it he's on social media, he's on X, he's on Instagram, he's on all the major social media platforms. He sees what they're saying and he goes where they're going. He made his whole thing. Basically what he is, anybody remember Bruce Blitz? That's what JD is trying to do. He's trying to be the nerdier incel Bruce Blitz. Well, congratulations, you did it, JD, but you're a fucking liar, you're a grifter, and nobody should believe a word that you fucking say.
Well, that's what we're saying, is we always, from the get-go, we stay true to our guns. When everybody said we're contrarians, we always said, no, this is how it's going to be. Triple H is going to fuck up wrestling. Every single one of the internet nerds out there thought that Triple H would change wrestling for the better.
The savior.
That if Triple H, the savior, if Triple H took over professional wrestling, that we would have a new renaissance, that we'd have more fans than ever, that we would have this new breakthrough. It did not happen. If anything, he has killed WWE faster than anybody else. Anybody else. And don't get me wrong, Vince held it up for a very long time, but he has given it turbo cancer since he's taken over. And now JD wants to flip on a dime? Wants to talk about stories? Come on, man. We know you. We know who you are, because that's the same guy you were. And for people to be putting you over, obviously aren't true JD fans, or obviously don't know who the fuck you are.
No. For anyone putting him over, they're probably doing it for clout because JD has got a big platform and they want to bring him on because they think that he's going to bring all of his fans with him. That's going to bump their numbers. It's not because they genuinely think he's entertaining or that he's a great truth teller or that he's spitting facts. No, they're bringing him on because they think that he's bringing views, and that's what they're doing. So even they are grifting in a way. But with JD, it's like you don't have to go far back to look and say he was all about the bangers. Give us bangers. Give us work rate. Let the matches go even longer. It's like literally what he's saying now is the polar opposite of what he was saying 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, he's a fake. He's a phony. He's a hypocrite. He's a snake oil salesman. He's a grifter. He's a liar. And he'll do anything he can to fit in. And that's what it really was, I hate to say, is Coach and Bro brought him on to see if they could take some of his viewers.
Of course.
And, he had to change his tune when he's around those guys. He can't be talking about work rate bangers around Coach and Bro. He knows they're not going to fucking fly with that shit.
Well, they're not. But then the other thing too is like he's also looking at the fans. He's looking at all because like you look at X and you look at the Triple H hate now compared to what it was just 2 years ago. It's way more now. There are way more people shitting on Triple H and his bad booking now than there were 3 years ago. So he sees that. He sees where the fans are going. He sees what's popular. And like remember, this guy JD used to wear an AEW hoodie on his fucking shows
and hats.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Like, he used to be a hardcore AEW fanboy because I think he was trying to get a job. This is like back when he was a House of Glory commentator. So I think he was like, hey, if I kiss the ass enough, they'll hire me as a commentator. Nope.
No. And the funny thing too is like I think that maybe he was thinking like, maybe I could get a job on Busted Open Radio. Yeah, good luck with that now, buddy.
Yeah, just saying. It's sad, dude. It's sad. So let's go ahead and show you what type of people are left in AEW. This is Eddie Kingston cutting a promo.
18 months, Rocky and Trent. 18 months I was out. Worst 18 months of my life. 18 months I was out.
This fat, disgusting slob cutting farts on camera. You don't even fucking care.
It's like, let it loose. Who cares?
Who gives a shit? Nobody's watching anyway, so.
Dude, like he has let himself go. Like you were saying, like this guy was really let himself go. When I saw him recently on Collision, oh my God.
Yeah, he's definitely in a deep spiraling depression right now. Something's going on. He looks like shit.
He's nothing but like a big fat stomach with arms and legs. That's all he is.
Yeah,
he's little spaghetti arms,
He's turning into Dr. Robotnik. It's crazy. So,
I think Dr. Robotnik's thinner than him,
It could be. So, before we get to the ratings, just want to do a quick shout out. So we got Positivity Challenge on Tony Khan came out today on Patreon. Yep. Make sure you check that out. It was really fun talking about Tony. He's a good guy, man. So yeah, had to let you guys know. And on Monday, you got some boring ass wrestling, but at least we got you covered. We got an overrated on Solo Sakahoa coming out, so make sure you check that out. Needed to be done. Just saying. So
big time.
With that taken care of, it is time for some ratings talk. So let's start out with, I guess, Raw from July 27th. So for this, we got 2.4 million for that. And you can see why. They had an Obafemi Brock Lesnar weigh-in. Who cares to fucking see a weigh-in? What is this, UFC? Come on, dude.
Yeah, this was the Raw before SummerSlam.
Yeah.
2.4 million.
Terrible.
Awful number.
Yeah, it's just not good.
Yeah, no.
So NXT, 680,000 viewers on July 28th. Good number for them. I'll give them that. A lot of it has to do with all the new faces that they keep on bringing in. Seeing, I think that wasn't that the Zilla Fatu one, or was it the one after?
No, this recent one was Zilla Fatu. I think that number will come out.
Okay.
Yeah,
so this is the Grayson one, right? Yeah. I think it's the Grayson one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So no, I think yeah, it was.
Yeah, so that was going on there. Decent number, I'll give them that,
Yeah, not bad.
Dynamite, 676,000 viewers, 0.12 demo for July 29th. Not too bad, Same.
Not too bad, but NXT beat that Dynamite.
Oh.
No.
TNA, July 30th, 176,000 viewers.
Oof.
Could do better. Yeah, definitely could do better there, just saying.
And from what I do know, I'm looking at the numbers right now. They did do better, but not by much.
Yeah. So they got to work on that shit. Collision, Thursday, July 30th, 362,000 viewers. Ugh. Yeah, just it's losing momentum, man. These back-to-back shows, I think, are kind of hurting them. I don't know. But so yeah, that was going on. Smackdown, 1.379 million viewers. Not very good. Just saying, come off of SummerSlam.
Well, and this is with the massive star CM Punk on the show.
Yeah.
Like that's what they're pulling in. Like this is I think this was the SmackDown before SummerSlam. So this was the SmackDown Go Home show, and this is what they pulled in. Like again, like when they debuted when they went back to the USA Network, they had 1.7 million.
Yeah, it's pathetic, man. This is what we get after SummerSlam. Not good. Raw August 3rd, 2.6 million global views. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This was before. Wasn't this?
Yes, before.
Right. Yeah, right before. Not good. Yeah. But yeah, Raw right after Monday, August 3rd, 2.6 global views. Should be much higher. Weren't they up by like what 3 million last year?
Okay, yeah. So last year, the Raw after SummerSlam had 3 million viewers. This year they have 2.6, and there are people saying, "No, but that's a good number because no, it's a bad number. They've lost almost 500,000 viewers for this year's Raw after SummerSlam. I mean, that's bad.
That's rough. It's very rough. And they're not going to pick it up. It seems. No. It seems it's only going to get worse if that's their best after SummerSlam. So, NXT. August 4th, 649,000 viewers. Not good. Not fucking good at all. Just saying.
Very bad number.
People will say it's a good number. This is not a good number considering that they're bringing in all this new talent. That was the Zilla Fatu one, wasn't it?
No, the Zilla Fatu one was this past week. That
okay. I can't keep track of all these. But anyways, not a good number. Just saying.
No, not a good number at all.
Okay. And then let's see what we got. Dynamite August 5th, 694,000 viewers for that, Mexico City. So probably he thinks he's got something good coming.
The problem, well, and not to shit on AEW too much, but let's keep it real. We got to keep it real about AEW. The last Grand Slam Mexico show, 800,000 viewers.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
106,000 viewers less.
Yeah. I mean, and that's a super show too. Keep that in mind. They usually do better for super shows.
They do.
Just saying. TNA August 6th, 232,000 viewers for that.
Better. Yeah.
It's better. They're picking up, man. They're getting better. What did you see that TNA? What were they improving upon? If you saw that, nothing.
Yeah. So okay. So if you see on X, I will do a TNA and a JCW review, and I've been doing them for 2 weeks in a row now.
All right.
Yeah, I've been ripping these shows apart because they got that fucking goofball Santino Marella on there ruining segments, calling Ricky Sosa Ricky Soso. Now, whether you think that's funny or not, or cool or not, or you don't like it or whatever, Ricky Sosa is supposed to be their up and coming babyface, and you got this goofy idiot going out there as a babyface GM devaluing the up and coming babyface.
Yeah, that's kind of very stupid, especially with the fact that he's such a bad worker too. That's right. He does nothing to make any of the workers better. That's my biggest thing about Santino.
No, and the other complaint that I had is the fucking yellow camera. It's what it is. It's like the yellow lighting that's like around the entrance and above the ring. It's washing out the ringside camera, and so it's giving this like piss yellow hue to everything you see in the ring. They still haven't fixed it. It's like they're completely unaware of how bad it looks.
They're going to do what they can do, I guess, to save on production. So that's how it is. Collision, 418,000 viewers, 0.05 in Colorado Springs, 2,031 tickets distributed. Not good. Not good.
That is not a good attendance. And that rating 418, okay, it's decent for Collision, but I mean, I'm looking right now at WrestleNomics. Back on July 25th, they had 427,000. So look, we're getting closer to all in. And this is all you're getting?